end of the day, when all of you biatches are talking about the man gotta make more, he gotta step up, it's not right, it's not fair, oh my God, you're poor, you're a bum, crusty, dusty, ashy. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. I'm not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Got a new song, y'all. Anyway, got it. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. No settling. Not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. No settling, not gonna settle. Hey, not gonna settle. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The word got put on y'all breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the word on the hook.
Breast, booty, thighs, lips. That's the worm on the hook, y'all, in case you didn't know. Breast, booty. Breast, booty, thighs. 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 Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs. Booty, thighs, lips. Booty, booty, thighs, lips. Booty, thighs, booty, thighs.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy. Dummy.
I'm gonna let you know right now, your mama's a hoe. It doesn't matter that that's your mama and what your certain feelings about her. Your mama is a hoe. She's a hoe.
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
I beg your pardon?
I'm selling coats. I'm selling coats.
Because I've lost all respect for that bitch. B-I-C-T-H. And I'm standing on it.
Because y'all got false narratives out there, and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Just to let you niggas know, we don't need y'all. We want y'all, but we don't need you.
20 years later.
I y'all black men, we want all y'all back. Because we love you, we see you, kings, and most importantly, we need you. And most importantly, we need you.
And most importantly, we need you.
My man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch toes. Pound town, just left pound town. Put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga. Oh, yeah.
See my man.
I put your pink, my booty hole brown. What a niggas, I'm looking for the hoes. Quit playing nigga, come suck a bitch.
She was fucking his best friend, so you know, I mean, everybody's fucking down here in Atlanta. I don't know what to tell you. They breeding like rabbits down here. Everybody getting ass.
Yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? Musty tether, yes, I'm speaking to you. Musty tether, where you fleeing to? I got into my Uber. What did I see?
Nigga, please.
Okay, well, looks like you're gonna get a lot of help here. Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please. 10 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
5 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle. Niggers. Huh? Oh.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Going, you're being a racist! Racist!
Man, kiss my whole entire black ass.
If I ain't clapping, I ain't cash apping. Bitch, do you want the money? You want the money? All right, shut the fuck up. Hit them knees. Come on. Throw that ass in the circle. Hands to your knees.
Hey, she don't want no puppy. She want a big dog. Wash my clothes the other day. Found a tin ball. I love you. Flip phone for the jug. It's a throwaway. I'm riding with some shooters. We love. I love you. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs. Eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs. Find the way, my God. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs, they're eating the dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Beyonce.
Beyonce, Beyonce, party with Beyonce, 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 dance party with Beyonce, dance party with Beyonce, dance party with Beyonce, dance party with Beyonce, 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 party with Beyonce, Beyonce.
Carry on.
Dance party with Beyonce, Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, Beyonce, Beyonce.
Hold up.
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. Party with Beyonce, 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 Beyonce.
H-Town. I'm my kids.
It's good weather.
Bruh.
Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. It's your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade Nana Payena.
What kind of shit is that?
It's never going to get old. Happy Saturday. Good afternoon. Shout out to y'all. Hey there, besties. That's never going to get old. That's never going to get old. Yo, what is his name? Oh, Infamtunde Usi Uba Uga. Child, whatever, Dr. Umar. Whatever. Shout out to everybody that is here. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Totally changed the topic today. Hopefully everybody got the message. I saw that Stephen A and Candy got together, and that's a lot more interesting than talking about Tiffany 2.0. I get to her on Monday. I put that off until Monday, yeah. So Monday, 9 a.m. That's right. It's early, Reaper. Monday, 9 a.m. for Tiffany 2.0, Cassandra Hobson, Jackson, Thompson, child, whatever her name is, and her foolishness, right? So today, this is what we got going on with this. I got, of course, some stuff to show you before I get to Stephen A and Candy, and then maybe something later tonight. We'll see. There's so much to talk about, y'all. It's too much to talk about. So tomorrow, I'm definitely going to do eviction night, 10 a.m. EST after church, and then see what else happens for tomorrow night, y'all. So be here or be square. All right. Shout out to everyone. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to all the mods. Thank you so much. Shout out to Nicole, always coming in the clutch and making sure that she dropped everything to say, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you follow Messy Michon Reacts if you do not. Making sure that she puts out the link tree, which I need to check in on that. I'm slacking. And all the ways that you can support the channel, and the fact that there is a merchandise store, because somebody just asked me if they want me to put Bueller on a shirt, which I can do. It's not a big deal, but I didn't think that was a thing that, anybody wanted. A lot of people don't know the reference Bueller. You clearly showing your age about the fact that you don't know what Bueller means, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll let you know. Shout out to Generation X, because we be knowing. There's Allegedly out there. Love my Allegedly sweatshirt. It is actually a very good sweatshirt. So make sure y'all check out the merchandise store. I appreciate you. Did Jim Berg say no cussing? Me? We ain't talking about Kendra today, so maybe I won't. Oh, and I'm going to do another, I'm going to do the second episode of Crowned. If not tonight, then tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon for the second show, okay? Because we can't get off of her ass, all right? We on her ass, on her bumper, like Tariq Nasheed says. Shout out to Tariq. And like that little boy said, DJ, the one that everybody is trying to act like they don't have a problem. Not everybody, but people act like they got a problem with because Trump made him an honorary Secret Service. Child, like that makes any difference. Child, let me stay on topic. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. All right, because we don't need to be here all day, child. I still got to go to Dollar General, child. Gots to go. So let me give you some feel-good stuff, some positive stuff that we can be happy about and laugh at and smile and stuff like that, right? So this is from the 90s block, because I follow all stuff that's 80s and 90s and even some 70s stuff, right? Because that was a good life then, y'all. We didn't have to worry about masses. We really didn't have to worry about people. Well, we had things we worried about, but it wasn't so much so as what it is now. I just saw a video where some woman got kidnapped right on the damn street in broad daylight in California, mind you. And somebody happened to be recording. I said, well, who the fuck is recording? Oh, my bad. There goes that. Sorry, Jim. Who is recording this? And why aren't you doing anything? Screaming, beeping the horn, nothing? I'm like, child, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that later. I can't do it. I'm pretty sure it was a baby daddy or something like that. Trust me, it was somebody they knew. I just believe that that's what it is. Because once they closed the door, she just stayed in the car. So I just hope she comes out alive, child. Prayers to that lady. Anyway, so I know you can't really see this too well because it's small. This is as big as it can get, right? So what it's saying is this dude is about to talk about, to us, Black film, music, and TV in the 90s felt far more diverse and progressive, showcasing a wide range of genres and stories that celebrated joy, love, and everyday life without making Black trauma the focal point, unlike today. And then he says, let us know what you think.
Yo, I want to talk about a time in Black history that I feel like we don't talk about enough. The 90s. Yeah, we give 90s the credit for rap, for R&B. We even say, yo, the 90s was the golden age of hip hop and all the hip hop R&B merging. We always talk about that. But I want us to talk about and take a moment to acknowledge how dope Black love was back then. Yeah, Black love was so good in the 90s. These youngsters, I mean, yo, y'all not gonna understand it, but it was amazing. All right, peep game. Check that out. Let me move out the way. Yo, you see that? The baggy shirt, the baggy pants, the Timbs. Yo, she was fly to us back then. That was fly. She looked good. You know, the 90s was the face card era. It was all about the face. Because guess what? You didn't know what she was working with under them jeans. You didn't know what she had. You didn't know what was going on. You had to either be her man or she had to rock with you like that. And fellas, keep it a buck. Whenever she did take those pants off, we was like, oh, it's like that? For real? And she would go, shut up. Because she knew she was holding. But guess what? We didn't know because look how baggy those jeans were. Again, it's the face. It was all about the face in the 90s, man. Like, yo, and don't get it twisted. I'm not knocking nothing that's going on right now. I love what's happening right now. I love how our beautiful Black women show up. I understand it. I get it. It's dope. But the 90s will never be denied. It was a time. Just natural beauty, man. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, I know I'm crazy for putting this picture up because I know she's older. So please forgive me. Don't, I mean no disrespect, but my God. You know what I mean? You had to get to know her. You had to understand her. You know, you had to hear a conversation. You couldn't be fooled with all the other stuff that's going on, all the other shit that's distracting you. You had to really dig into her. If you wanted to dig into her. I want to know what y'all think. Comment below. Let's talk about it. You know, let's.
Ciao. First of all, he's absolutely right, child, because wasn't none of this. I'm not saying that we didn't ever wear tight clothes. I never wore clothes like that. But a lot of people did. It was not even a big deal. We didn't wear a bunch of, meaning Black women, didn't wear a bunch of freaking makeup. There definitely wasn't no like wigs and spiders, makeup and weave. It wasn't none of that. White girls had makeup on. Like white girls was in charge of, not in charge of, but they held the dominant part of having makeup on, child. I used to watch white girls put their damn eyeballs down and take that black thing and run it across the inside. And I'm like, girl, what? I'd be scared that I would poke my fucking eyeball out. This long ass pencil. that was black, so they could eyeliner. That's what it is. So they could eyeline their eye. I'm like, oh no, child, no. Then they had frizzy hair. White girls had frizzy hair, and then they had their cheeks done with the blush that now today I can say that shit wasn't even blended in, right? And they just kind of looked a little crazy. Shout out to the white women, but that was the thing. And then we were just there, and we were just not even like trying to, I mean, we probably was trying to outdo each other, but not like the way people do now. And I saw somebody say we didn't have the internet. That's a lie from the pit of hell. We were there when the internet started. The internet started about 1988 or 89, where everyone was getting it, and we were addicted to it to begin with. Trust me, we were. But the phone, you had to use your phone line, so your mamas and your daddies didn't let you be on it all the time because the phone needed to ring, or they needed to use the phone because that's when it was dial up. So even though we had it and we were addicted to it, we just obviously didn't have it the way that we have it now. And then the thing, like when I hate to say that, she might be right, Kendra G, about being able to know people from here to there and Philippines and Dubai, and know all these people that you wouldn't know otherwise. So you had to deal with the people like right there in front of you, right? Unless you had a family who took you on vacation somewhere, or you had family in other places. That really was the only way you knew what was going on anywhere else. So that's probably one of the major reasons why the relationships today is having a problem, because you can get anybody anywhere allegedly all over the place, and everybody think that they can just get somebody better, and then everybody end up alone, and everybody talking shit about the 80s and 90s when y'all need to back the fuck up, because we was good. All right, we was good. You going to the mall, that was a date. Going to the mall, going to the movies, hanging out at the mall. You ain't had to worry about nobody coming and knocking you over, taking your ish, doing a mask. Nah, none of that. It was safe. Your parents dropped your ass off. If you did something wrong, they called your parents. You got the F on up out of there. We would go skating on Friday nights mainly, but also on Saturdays. There was overnight skates where you could be there all damn night. We was locked in the skating rink, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but we was locked in the skating rink. My kids ended up going to the skating rink too, got them their own skates, because it's like, child, gone. You best not leave this skating rink, because if you did, they called your parents, because that was a time where they actually called your parents and said, your kid is acting up, and then we would come down there and beat your ass, or come beat my ass, our ass, and then take us home. Then we'd be on punishment. That's the other thing. We got punished when we did stuff wrong. It wasn't just you go out and you try to delete someone, like red rum someone, and then you just like, not my baby. And then you just went home and let them play video games, okay? So please don't act like what's going on today is normal, and that I'm only speaking for myself. I'm supposed to accept all this foolishness, because what it is absolute and actual foolishness. And part of the reason why is because everyone thinks that they're equal when they're really not. And participation fucking trophies, because I remember when that shit started too with my youngest. And she worked hard when she was a bowler. She worked very, very hard when she was a bowler. She did very, very well. And then they wanted to say, oh, everybody gets a trophy. I'm like, what the fuck? Who? Why? You get a certificate. You don't get a trophy. You get a certificate because you participated. You get a trophy because you did that, right? No, everybody needs to get a trophy because you feel bad. Well, fucking improve. Do better. Get some help. Get a trainer. No, just give it to them. And that's why we are where we are. I said that. I meant that, right? That wasn't the thing when I was a child. When I was bowling, if I wanted a trophy, I had to work hard. And I wanted a trophy. I wanted a big ass trophy that I could put up on the mantle. And I worked hard in order to get that shit. Now, it's really not rocket science to me at the end of the day. It really isn't rocket science to me. Nobody's being held accountable for shit. Everybody think they should have everything the fuck that they want. And we all are supposed to go along with it and say, yeah. Well, I'm not. And that's why people don't like me. And I don't give a fuck, because I'm going to still say what I got to say. And that is why we're going to get to some other shit is happening the way that it is. But shout out to the 90s and the 90s block for this video. Moving on. So something else positive before we get into the bullshit, child, because you know this my guy. He got another video, right? So shout out to everybody that is here, but this is for the colors, child. This is for the colors. Show me one lie here. Things Black parents didn't allow us to do. And the first one is say the word lying, child. You know damn well. Ooh, where the sound? Oh, my bad.
Say rant one more time, and I'm gonna knock you clean into next week. Go sit down somewhere. Kiki hell. Ain't nothing funny. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all, stop touching my bathroom towels. They for decoration, not to dry your hands. Look, when I give you that social, you need to social it right back in this house, because you don't know how to keep up with me. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I've been right here the whole time. Yeah, I hope you know that schoolwork like you know that song. You need to turn that water off. You taking a bath, not going swimming. No, come here. Come here now. Say rant one more time, and I'm gonna knock you clean into next week. Go sit down somewhere. Kiki hell. Ain't nothing funny. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all, stop touching my bathroom towels. They for decoration, not to dry your hands. Look, when I give you that social, you need to social it right back in this house, because you don't know how to keep up with me. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I've been right here the whole time. Yeah, I hope you know that schoolwork like you know that song. You need to turn that water off. You taking a bath, not going swimming.
Knowing damn well most black people don't know how to swim. Woo! So first of all, I could never say the word lying. Never, ever, never, no way. You better not say, you better say telling a fib. You better say fibbing. You could not say lying. Your ass was getting smacked in the mouth. And you know these people now be talking back to their parents like they own the damn house. Say I'm lying. Oh, yeah, we can say it now, okay? Because I'm an adult. But as a child, you couldn't. Couldn't have your birth certificate or social security card. Anytime you needed it, they gave it to you and said, you better have it back to me by the end of the day. I can't believe I used to do the same thing to my own kids. And as soon as I give it to them, what happened? They lose it. Every single time. So when I got them their passports, I said, listen, you're not getting this. When you leave this house, you can have this passport. If you lose it, you have to pay for it. I gave them their birth certificates and social security cards and they daggone passports. I don't even ask. But I said, it's your responsibility once they left the house. It's all you now. But I'm pretty sure they lost a few and had to go get them. I'm pretty sure. Child, no responsibility whatsoever. But always want to have something. Like, why don't you just let me keep it? Yeah, the shit about running, you can't allow water to run. You can't keep lights on if you're not in the room. TV's on if you're not in the room. Child, you know it's true. For those that in the Generation X, you know it's daggone true. And then the decorative towels in the bathroom, even if it wasn't a decorative towel, I feel like you just couldn't use certain towels in the bathroom. Now, what the hell we were supposed to dry our hands off with? I have no idea. In my grandmother's house, she had decorative towels. You could use them there, but anywhere else, couldn't use it. You couldn't use it. Shout out to Frederick Howard. Apologies for missing you, hon. I appreciate you with the super sticker. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Black Men Are King. Shout out to you, hon. I appreciate you. He said, speaking of the 90s, prayers goes out to Raphael Sadiq's family on the loss of his brother to cancer. Yes, we did post that up there. Dwayne, shout out to him. Rest in peace. It's been a rough few weeks, y'all. It has been a rough few weeks. All right. But yeah, so that is accurate. And that's going to be pulled out. Shout out to Lenny Williams' song playing in the background. Another awesome song. Because y'all know daggone well, y'all be saying, gentlemen, say I'm lying. Y'all be like, oh, the songs back then, they were simp songs. Ain't no fucking simp songs. It went along with what the hell was going along then. Don't give me no simp songs, okay? Child, we love them songs then, and y'all know damn well you got good memories with that shit too. Tell that shit to your mom. I'm not trying to hear it. Let me go over here real quick to this post that I put up. Hold on one second. Right here, because y'all is going in on this one. Name an album in any genre that you think is 100% perfect where you don't skip even one track. Y'all was going off on this one, okay? I said Michael Jackson Off the Wall, but I forgot Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, because that thing is fire as well. Every single song. We played that mess like crazy. Like my kids know it. Back to front, we played that mess like crazy. So y'all been going in on there. So shout out to y'all for that, because there's a lot of songs, there's a lot of records that I totally forgot about too. That I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. LL Cool J's I'm Bad, start to finish. Salt and Pepper, My Mic Sound Nice, start to finish. Ain't no skips. And that's 80s, 90s. Shout out to the 80s and 90s. The Chronic was a good album as well. We played that one to death. We definitely played that one to death because we didn't have any money. And all we had was a stereo system and some CDs. And that was one of the ones that we just played all the time. Yeah, that's a good one too. Love me some Michael Jackson. Love me some Michael Jackson. But Off the Wall does it for me every single time, every single song. JP, what you talking about? What I know about who? Alanis Morissette? Is that what you talking about? I know. I be knowing. Oh my God. I listen to Sade, and I call her Sade. I know Sade. I listen to Sade every day. Love. Any song that come on from Sade, I'm listening to it, period. I don't care what I'm doing. I don't care what's going on. Always. So shout out to y'all for commenting on that post. I appreciate you. Keep on giving us the tea. All right. So now that we feel good, sorry, I have to bring y'all down. All right. So y'all heard about this with the dude who was pledging. Shout out to the Boule, right? He was pledging. And his brother, for whoever he was pledging for, because I'm really not sure which fraternity he was pledging, looks like he was arrested. So the suspect that was arrested in connection with the hazing death of Caleb Wilson was released on bond. Southern University pauses membership intake for all Greek organizations on campus. You know, when these things happen, rest in peace to this man, y'all, okay? When these things happen and everybody tries to act like they're so surprised, I'm like, y'all know damn well, you know that this is exactly what happens. I'm not trying to, obviously no one should die from this, right? But this, unfortunately, this is what happens when you try to get into, I'm gonna just say Black Greek fraternity. I'm pretty sure that the white people do it, but I don't know their fraternities like I know the Black ones, right? And they're willing participants in this because I met a noob today, actually. I'm a Kappa sweetheart. And the dude, it was only one dude online when me and my best friend was, doing everything for him when he was pledging. And I said to my bestie, I said, girl, I'll do this shit with you, but I tell you, I'm not going to have nobody touch me. I'm not going to have nobody. Mix confirmed, but white people do it too. Okay. Shout out to Mixed Chick for letting us know. But you know that this is what it is, unfortunately, when you do it. And for people to try to act like, oh my God, this is what it is. And then if you don't go through it, allegedly, then you're not really in there because you need to go through it because everyone else went through it. But these be the same people talking about how bad slavery was and how we don't want to be slaves and what they went through. And yet you technically are kind of doing the same shit. Now, obviously not the most egregious things, but all this beating and hitting on just to say that you are part of a fucking fraternity or sorority that you didn't have to pay dues for the rest of your damn life, just so that you can wear letters, just so that you could stroll, just so that you could go to exclusive bullshit ass events and parties and shit like that. That's what y'all want to do? So we got in, which was fine. I said, nobody better ever touch me. I said, I'm telling you, I'm a wild out. No one ever needs to touch me. So it didn't come to all that. There's a lot of yelling. Okay. There's a lot of yelling, but it wasn't no touching. But when it come to the dude that had to, that we were running for, or we were sweethearts for, I was like, it ain't worth it to me. I said, but to each his damn own, whatever you want to do. So that's why when stuff like this happens and everybody's acting like they outraged, and I'm like, y'all, you know damn well that this is what it is and how it works. So while it's a shame that this man is deceased, let's not act like this really is a surprise when y'all know damn well this is how it works. You can say no hazing all you want to. No hazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's like, we promise no hazing. And then proceed to turn around late at night between the hours typically of 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. when all the alleged hazing goes on. Allegedly. Okay? Because, child, I don't know. I don't know, except I know. All right. Shout out to Mr. Wombat. I appreciate you, honey. Said peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. You can fool half of the people 3/4 of the time. You can even fool 3/4 of the people 2/13 of the time. But you can't fool MSG ever. Lord have mercy. If you with us, you with us. If you ain't, you ain't. We not begging. Shout out to you, honey. Let me go ahead and shout out to y'all MSGs, okay? Because y'all do be holding me down, holding us down. I appreciate you. The MSG King is going through something, so hopefully he's feeling better sometime soon. Shout out to Trinidad. This is for him.
No. 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 How no? No. No.
Oh my God. Wow. Shout out to the Tethers. Shout out to Trinidad. I hope you feel better soon, boo. Shout out to our girl, Amanize. Thank you so much, honey. She said, hey, y'all. Sorry, I'm late. Was in Hobby Lobby. Oh, no, Amanize. No. You're not allowed to be there. You know they support Donald Trump.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Don't let him find out, child. Anyway, all right, so let's see what's going on here, child. So he got let out.
Words cannot express how deeply saddened we are by the loss of our student, Caleb Wilson. Our collective thoughts and prayers continue to be with Caleb's family, friends, classmates, and all who knew and loved him. Southern University is very much appreciative of the efforts of the Baton Rouge Police Department under the leadership of Chief Morse and District Attorney Hilaire Moore, who are working diligently to pursue justice for Caleb. The university will continue to fully and actively cooperate with law enforcement as this case moves forward. Our internal investigation and code of conduct processes adjudicating these events are ongoing. The Baton Rouge campus chapter words of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that before. And shout out to whoever told me earlier. So it's Omega Psi Phi, child. That's Q Dogs, right?
Caleb McCrae has been arrested now in connection to the alleged hazing death of 20-year-old Southern student Caleb Wilson. According to investigators, McCrae is a former Southern student himself, member of the Omega Phi Psi fraternity. He's facing charges of criminal hazing and manslaughter. Baton Rouge police say there will be a news conference about the investigation 10:30 this morning. You'll be able to watch it right here on WAFB. Also bringing you updates online as well.
University student has died, and police are working to see if a fraternity ritual might be to blame. The student, 20-year-old Caleb Wilson, reportedly collapsed at Disbreck Park off of Sherwood Forest Boulevard. A source tells our team that it all happened during a fraternity ritual around 3 a.m. Wilson
3 a.m, huh?
Was taken to Baton Rouge General on Bluebonnet, where he was pronounced dead. An autopsy is being performed to determine the exact cause of death. Wilson was a member of Southern's Human Jukebox Marching Band.
Human Jukebox Marching Band. So let me look at some of these comments. Let me see. I don't care what organization or chapter you represent, putting pledges, lives, and dangers goes against everything the founder stood for. Child. So again, we're going to act like this is all just so outrageous and never heard of. You can't preach brotherhood and sisterhood, but beat on pledges like they are slaves. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's why I could never, that really is the real reason why I could never pledge a sorority. because you are not going to be putting your hands on me, and we're going to be both in jail because I'm going to beat your ass. And I'm not even a fighter, but I'm not going to allow anybody to just beat me and hit me so that I could fucking wear fucking 3 stupid ass letters. That don't even make good God sense. It's crazy. But get on stage and stroll with each other. Exactly. It's wild. Black fraternity started because the whites wouldn't let us in the room. And look what we're doing in the rooms, becoming the slave masters. I'm not gripping and standing with any brother that violates the code of ethics. I will report you. Caleb trusted these people. That's a forever stain on the fraternity. Every organization has hazed, unfortunately, and it must stop. No more deaths, no more wounds, no more pain. It's never going to stop. Sorry. It's never going to stop because people want to be in it so bad for whatever the reasons are. Shout out to anybody who's in any fraternities and sororities here. Let us know your reasons that you need it so bad. Oh, they do stuff for the community. Okay. But in order to get to it, is it really worth it at the end of the day? This one says they lied about where they were. They lied about how he was fatally injured. They changed the clothes he was wearing. They delayed getting him medical attention. They dropped him off at the hospital and left him there. Some great brotherhood going on there. These are the findings from the investigation. None of it sounds anything like brotherhood. Charge them all. That's the other thing I was going to say. So you got the one dude right now, but believe me when I tell you, there's more than one. They wasn't out there one-on-one. They were not out there one-on-one. I promise you they were not out there one-on-one. But I see they was out there at that time that I told you, child. It's one thing when you're in the daytime, parading through campus and y'all dressed alike and you got to be out there saying all that shit you be saying and yapping and being in line and stepping all that shit and carry my shit and wash my shit and go get my shit and all that. But then it comes to what happens again between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. allegedly is the real problem at the end of the day. Punched that young man multiple times in the chest with boxing glove. Refused to call 911 when he collapsed, which could have saved him, but instead sent the other pledges to another room so him and his buddies could strategize on their lies. Then dumped his body at a hospital and left him before he could ID them. It's hard enough for a young black man to get into any college. This kid was from a 2-parent household and was on track to an engineer. They waited and let him die under the jail. Anyway. Rest in peace to that man. And I have a feeling that there will be more people who will be and should be charged because he did not do it on his own. For those that don't know, that's how it worked. Shout out to Kenneth. He said, thank you so much, honey. He said, trying to fit in. Yeah, that's what it is. That too. Trying to fit in. I don't understand how you could allow someone to do that to you. And I say allow because you know what it is, allegedly, when you go and you think you're going to pledge, right? And then turn around and you're supposed to be brothers forever. I seen it happen. Like, I don't understand it. But maybe it's just me. Anyway, moving on, child. Moving on. I don't think I want to talk about this one. So let me go over here. A little bit of politics. I saved this for tomorrow or something. So, you know how everything is Donald Trump's fault, child. And you know I ain't up here cutting for his ass, but you know, the sun came up today. It's Donald Trump's fault. It's windy out here, so y'all gonna hear the howling and the whistling in the window. I'm gonna tell you that in advance, okay? It was just doing it a second ago. And it's all Republicans, the conservatives, and it's Trump's fault, and it's everybody, it's Elon's fault, it's everybody else's fault. And I'm not saying they're doing everything right. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is it's interesting how all these Democrats are all in the, he's doing everything wrong, he ain't helping, and this, and they over here making TikTok, shout out to last night, making TikToks instead of making fucking policies and working with Trump to get something done. Instead, they out here doing bullshit that ain't gonna help nobody, right? But you know, they don't see it that way. So somebody named I'm Just Saying brought this up. They didn't leave a caption, but up here it says, boy, did they change their opinion on this, didn't they? Effing hypocrites. So let's hear what Hillary has to say.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
Oh, no.
If they've been working and are law abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes, and you have to try to learn English, and you have to wait in line. Woo.
a significant fine. You are going to learn English. You are going to go to the back of the line so that you don't get ahead of somebody who was in Mexico City applying legally. But after you've done these things over a certain period of time, you can earn your citizenship. So that it's not something that is guaranteed or automatic. You've got to earn it, but over time, you give people an opportunity. Now, it only works though if you do all the pieces. I think the American people, they appreciate and believe in immigration, but they can't have a situation where you just have 500,000 people pouring over the border without any kind of mechanism to control it.
What?
So we've got to deal with that at the same time as we deal in a humane fashion with folks who have put down roots here, have become our neighbors, have become our friends. They may have children.
I think we got to have tough conditions. Tell people to come out of the shadows. If they've committed a crime, deport them. I think we got to have tough conditions.
What in the world? What on the Lord's green earth is going on around here? After everything we saw yesterday, after all the segments on CNN, after all the segments on The View, after all these segments on Joy Reid's show, what? I know you effing lying. I know you effing lying. This must be AI, child. This must be a fucking I, all right? Some of the comments. It's just amazing the selective memory going on in the Democratic Party. That selective outrage. Woo! Why isn't Trump running this on TV 24/7? That is a good question. That is definitely a good question. What Sam Wise doing back there? I don't know who the hell that is. This is before the Democrats realized that they could cheat elections by allowing illegals to vote. Please learn to spell when you post it. All right. Yeah, it's ridiculous how ignorant and self-righteous these liberals are, thinking they're smart AF, really borderline mental cases. Uh-oh. She and Obama need to go to jail along with Fauci. Damn. Ain't nothing nice in these comments. Talk about double standards. It's only an issue when Trump does it because there's an R next to his name. What?
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Anything to get votes. Yes, selective memory. Obama has a similar one on immigration hypocrisy at its finest. Dems are morally lost. But when they changed their tune, when they found a way to benefit from the illegals, give them fake social security numbers and then driver's licenses, which enables them to be eligible to get registered to vote. Allegedly. Okay. The media was fine with it then. But, Joy Reid got fired because racism. Anyway, shout out to TQS. I appreciate you, hon. He said, oh, the hypocrisy. Yes, a little bit, right? But, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I get this and put it up as a short and see what happens. Everybody would be mad. You're just a white supremacist talking points. Y'all already know, but moving on, child, moving on. So shout out to my friend sometimes, because we do argue, Horace 4, who has this clip from, I don't know who, I can't really see what that is, but his caption reads, white woman should start doing this whenever they see a black woman with blonde hair. Oh, no. So it seems that a black lady can't handle a white girl with braids. We saw AOC yesterday doing the choose your, what is it called, y'all? Choose your fighter video, along with Jasmine Crockett, who I'm telling you, they trying to act like either one of them is about to be president. These people crazy. These people are absolutely insane. If you think that if your best shot at the presidency in 4 years is Jasmine Crockett or AOC, hang it up. Y'all wasting money, energy, effort, and time. Shout out to Kenneth. Appreciate you, honey. He said, so Obama a dictator or a what was they calling Donald Trump? Is it a fascist? Is that what they was calling him? Remember they was calling him a fascist? All day, half the night? Joy Reid started that mess. Fiddler. She was calling him Fiddler. Charlamagne was calling him fascist. A lot of other people were too. What happened? Where them names go? Anyway, Good morning or good afternoon. Shout out to Kennard the DJ. Kennard, you be so funny. Shout out to you. Shout out to Poseidon MGTOW. I see y'all up in here. I appreciate you. 187 between both channels. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Let's hear what's going on here, child. Oh, hold on. Shout out to my girl, Chrissy. I appreciate you. Always good to see you, boo. She said, not all sororities are like that. I didn't have to go through any of that hazing, pledging mess. My sorority sisters are my mentors. I'm the baby of the group. And I don't think that they all do. And I really don't think that they all do, but enough of them do, for sure. I've been to college. I've heard things. I've seen things. And again, I'm a Kappa sweetheart, so I've seen things on the fraternity side for show. Plus the underground, because, you know, in a PWI, Black people typically stick together much closer, at least back in the 90s. I don't know what they do now, but Black people definitely stuck together when you're at a PWI. So everybody knew everybody and everybody knew everything and everybody talked the talk. And, you know, that's all I'm saying. I didn't say all, but enough that when stuff like this happens, it really shouldn't be a surprise. But shout out to you. I appreciate you. Always good to have you here. All right, y'all, let's hear it, y'all.
It's ugly as we wear that shit. It's great. Take that shit out now. It is real. Take that shit out now. Okay, what's your problem? Take that shit out now. We're just in the store. But take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit's ugly though. Hey, look at your fucking hair. It doesn't look bad. That's ugly. Please stop following us.
All right, let's hear it.
That shit is ugly as fuck. We wear that shit. It's great. Take that shit out now. It is real. Take that shit out now. Okay, what's your problem? Take that shit out now. We're just in the store. But take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit's ugly as fuck. That shit's ugly though. Look at your fucking hair. It doesn't look bad. That's ugly. Please stop following us.
Child, for 1 second, I thought it was not real, but looking at that white girl's eyes, the white woman's eyes, she was scared. She was scared, okay? She said, get the F on up out of my damn face. She's skinny as a damn rail. She was scared. My response would have been, child, take that bonnet off. Let's see what's on up under there, child. Let's see what's on up under that daggone bonnet. What we covering up? An afro? For some reason or another, I'm thinking it probably isn't. But the hypocrisy of it all. The hypocrisy of it all. Child, I didn't even have time to find no photos before we got on air here, but it's like, child, how many times can we bring up pictures of blonde hair, straight hair, white hair, red hair, orange hair? Remember last night Dr. Umar said, you up here with the red hair, you might be the devil's wife. Woo! You might be the devil's wife. Child. Half damn crazy. The nerve and the audacity. And this is why so many people are tired of the bullshit. And they're saying, no, we're not going to do it no more. You can't be overpowering, think you're going to overtalk, think you're going to tell nobody what to do when you do what you want to do, but then you think you're going to tell somebody else what to do, right? Because you know what this is. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell you. I'ma tell you. You heard what I said? Because I'ma tell you. You're not gonna tell me. I'ma tell. They be having, when we stop in port, especially like Bahamas mainly, and I can't even think, not necessarily Puerto Rico. Off the top of my head, just the Bahamas. You get off and they have all these women waiting there to offer you to get your hair braided. And it'd be all these white people all the damn time lining up to get their hair braided. And I just be like, Lord, Lord, Lord. Then get back on the boat and be like, it's so tight. You think? No, you wanted it, boo. Enjoy it. Walk around this place in this damn boat before you take it out at the end of the night, because you know you really can't handle it. But I think it's funny because they be lining up. They be lining up to get that hair braided. It's actually funny because I promise you, they start saying, oh my God, it's so tight. Girl, you know it was tight when your dad was getting it done. But anyway, Shout out to TQS. Thank you so much, hon. He said, AOC got to explain why the migrants in New York City are moving from Manhattan to the Bronx without notifying the borough. You got to notify the borough when you move? What the? Excuse me. Do they have to notify, or people who live in New York got to notify if you're moving from one borough to another? That sounds crazy. Is that just specific to migrants, or is it everyone has to do that? Rasputia is our girl, NTAT. Now you need to know how much they charge. They be charging like $35, $40 in port though. And they be paying it. I swear to you, them white women be waiting to get that daggone hair done. But oh yeah, A-Team, she definitely traumatized. She is definitely traumatized. I have no doubt. I can see the scaredness in her face. All right. Well, we're moving on to another nice black woman over here on Spiritual World, because it's okay for the blogs to talk about these things, but it's not okay for me to talk about it, y'all. Okay. But this is about some girl, this lady here, who dragged the client across the room because I guess she didn't have the money or something to pay for the hair. Child, it's tough out here for a pimp. Maryland stylist charged with assault after dragging teen client in viral vid over payment clash. Okay. So Spiritual World writes, a Maryland hairstylist, 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham, has been charged with on a business, all right? Has been charged with second-degree assault after a viral video she posted it, jackasses, showed her dragging a 15-year-old client across her salon floor following a payment dispute. The incident, which garnered over 54 million views on social media, stemmed from a $150 weave service with Cunningham, okay, that's the hair person, alleging the teen attempted to leave without paying after mistakenly sending money to the wrong Cash App account. What kind of mess? The video captures Cunningham yelling at the girl, dragging her by her hoodie and cutting the weave. Wow! And cutting the weave out with scissors? What the fuck? The teen's mother claims her daughter was trying to resolve the payment issue and is now traumatized, while Cunningham, unaware of the charges until contacted by Fox 5, plans to bring a witness to support her side of the story. The case has drawn significant attention, with legal commentary highlighting the severity of the altercation involving a minor child. What in the world is going on?
Sit right here and listen to my sentence. I'm not fucking playing. You just tried to fucking run. You lucky I beat the shit out of you. Sit right here and listen to my sentence. I'm not fucking playing. You just tried to fucking run. You lucky I beat the shit out of you.
I wish a bitch would. I wish a motherfucking bitch would, child. And to my kid, woo, Lord. I need somebody to tell me, is this white supremacy, discrimination, or racism? Bueller? Anybody? Bueller? Is this white supremacy, discrimination, or racism? Because that's what Black people's biggest issue is, right? Anyway, child, this is half a damn crazy. Let me go ahead and thank Poseidon Big Tie. I see you. I appreciate you. He said, for leave my hair alone. Oh, I'm bald. Shout out to you, hon. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, child. I got a business. What are we doing? This is common sense. What did Trump do? He dragged somebody by their weave, by their hair. What did he do? I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused. Tell me what he did. But let me go ahead. And then she gonna sit up here and cuss her out. This is how you run business, y'all. Is this how y'all listen? Is this how y'all think businesses get run? Remember when everybody was out there in California and all the other places, but I like to point out California. They go out there and they were stealing from the Nike store. They were stealing from the Walmart, the Best Buy, taking TVs and all that stuff. Remember all that? And they was like, just let them steal. They have to feed their families. But in this case, if this girl was trying to steal hair, her hairstyle, that's not okay. That's not okay. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Or I'm sorry, let me add that. Is it white supremacy, discrimination, racism, or Trump's fault? We got to add that as number 4. Thank you for letting me know. I'm just trying to understand where that lies up in here. This is what we be doing to our own, as they like to say. Did you do this to your own? Then all of a sudden, everybody's supposed to be having understanding, because I'm going to read the comments in a second. So let's see what else.
Take her hair out. She don't want to pay me. What the fuck? No, bitch. You're going to, your whole face is going to be on this.
Yeah, she gonna find out when I get there.
I don't get no fucks. I ain't finding out shit on ground. I'm gonna call my uncle right now. Your ass get left here. Old ass nigga. She don't want me to take her hair out. She don't want to pay me. What the fuck? No, bitch. You're gonna, your whole face is going to be on this.
Yeah, she gonna find out when I get there.
I don't get no fucks. I ain't finding out shit on ground. I'm gonna call my uncle right now. Your ass get left here. Old ass nigga. She don't want.
So then it's going to turn into now people are going to be threatening each other, and it gets taken too far, and then someone ends up on up out of here or hurt or maimed, and a whole fucking mistake with the Cash App going to the wrong cash person is going to turn into people going to jail. And it's Donald Trump's fault, of course. Why? Because of tariffs? I mean, is it white supremacy, racism, slavery, Jim Crow, whatever. Blame anything else other than the fact that I'm not saying that she shouldn't do anything. She should have called the damn police. You certainly don't put your hands on no damn body. If you can't figure out a way to do your business so that you're not assaulting people, guess what? You're not going to have business. And then you put your crimes on the damn internet. That's the other thing. Back in the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, we didn't have to deal with this shit, okay? None of this shit happened. Everybody just did what they were supposed to do. Not everybody, but for the most part, and around where I was, let me put it that way. Everybody did what they were supposed to do. You went and you got your hair done, you paid the shit. Because I'm not going to pay for anything in advance, y'all. I'm telling you that right now. I'm too old and I ain't got time. Don't come to me talking about you got paid for advance. When I listen to my daughter talk about all the shit that my daughters, what they got to go through in order to get hair done, nails done, eyebrows done, eyelashes done, spiders, makeup, and weave, child. And they got to pay people a deposit. And then when they get their half, and then before they get done, they got to pay the child. Save that shit, okay? I'm going to go to adults. I'm going to go to people that are truly in business. People that know how to run businesses and not this dumb shit like this. This is effing crazy. This is her talking, I guess. Y'all feel bad because it came out to be that she was 15, which I never knew. But what about me? I'm an 18-year-old business owner who constantly have to deal with people trying to get over on me. No. No. What are you trying to say? Are you trying to talk about a certain clientele and say that they be trying to get over on you when everyone says that you need to, you need to support your own. You need to support your own business. You need to support your own Black business. How dare you not choose Black people as people that you go get your business done? Oh, well, this young Black woman is trying to say that y'all be trying to get over. Y'all ain't got nothing to say to her? All right. That Cash App mistake was not on me. You know what? It's not on you. And I've had that happen here on YouTube when I had to pay somebody with a Cash App, and they gave me the wrong Cash App. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try to get it back. I said, but I'll pay you when I get it done. And we checked in with each other every day. Luckily, that person sent it back, because really using Cash App, as far as I can tell, is not safe. Because if you send it to somebody by mistake, they really don't have to send it back to you. Hopefully it's like coming out of your checking account, maybe, so that you can dispute it with them, or from a credit card so you can dispute it. Maybe that will work. But Cash App don't give a fuck. From my experience, Cash App said, good luck to you. Ain't my problem. Not my business. Use the shit or don't. Does Elon own Cash App? Oh, no, that guy that died owned Cash App. But since let me say it got deleted. But since she sent it to the wrong person, I was supposed to just not be paid. Like, no, that's wrong as F. It was very unprofessional, but you don't run out on nobody while they're waiting for you to send the money for your services to them when I was nothing but respectful and nice to her entire appointment. You guess what you do? You go over to the damn courthouse and you file a complaint or a lawsuit. I don't know what you do. Small claims court or something. That's what you do. You don't physically drag them, assault them, threaten them, then threaten somebody else, then post it on the damn internet, and then think somebody's supposed to have fucking empathy and sympathy, and think that somebody's supposed to patronize your business going forward, and say that as Black people, we should be supporting each other. To the comments we go. I understand both parts, shaking my head. She should have controlled her temper better, but I can only imagine how she felt seeing the girl running to leave. It's unfortunate either way. But it's okay when they run out with all the Nike stuff, y'all. Okay? I'm not saying it's right to steal. When I say it's never right to steal, period, point blank, people come at me talking about, you don't know. They were just trying to open an Airbnb. Child, please. The cost of being in business is sometimes you win and sometimes you fucking lose. So take it to fucking small claims court, but you definitely don't fucking assault. I think most of us agree that could have been handled better, but the girl only 18. Oh, look at this. They got empathy and sympathy because she only 18, child. And cut her hair out. Let's we not forget that part. She responded how most teenagers would have, oh, now she a teenager. Oh, she's in business, running a business owner, but now she's only a teenager. Isn't that interesting how they can find empathy and sympathy? The people in these comments lost me. Y'all hearing her age and not realizing that the hairstylist herself is only 3 years older than that teenager who knew what she was doing. Free that girl. The wrong person is in jail. No, the wrong person is not in jail. First of all, you wouldn't go to jail over, I don't even know, say it's $150. You wouldn't go to jail for that. But you can most certainly go to small claims fucking court. I have paid money to people and they didn't do a service. And guess what? I went to fucking court for it. See, y'all you be out here trying to act like you know about business and how business works and don't be knowing shit. You definitely don't assault people. I'm not saying that the 15-year-old was right, but more wrong is the person who assaulted her, not because she's 15, but because you putting hands on somebody. That's not how you do business. And if your whole business fucking crumbles, you deserve that. I would never go to her. I tell you that. Where's the video proof of her trying to run off though? She got proof of her dragging her in the shop. I'm pretty sure she got video of her trying to leave. The crazy part, she still charged the card when she could have did that in the first place instead of putting her hands on that child or that. But she said Cash App, so I don't know if that's true. She was definitely wrong for dragging her. She should have called the authorities. Or that, call the oppressor. Stop playing with people, money, simple. Oh, okay. But the big stores, play with them. It's all right, yeah. Would have been my 15-year-old hairstylist would have been on a t-shirt. Playing with somebody's money can lead to the unthinkable. The way that y'all justify shit is amazing to me. But as soon as something happens to child, if someone touches my kid, charges are going to be the least of their worries. I'm just saying. Anger management, sir. What? I somewhat blame the parents when getting my hair done as a teen. My mom handled the payment before I even sat down. 15 to 18-year-old handling business equals a mess. So this is what I'll say about this. Then I'm done with this story, right? She 15. She probably can get to wherever she needs to. She can go wherever she needs to. Parent probably don't know shit about this. I promise you. I promise you the parent probably more than likely don't know shit about this. And the girl went and did all this on her own. Cause I'm telling you, they got their what is it? Link in the bio or whatever you call it, where you can book an appointment and put down your down payment, half of your payment and all that. The parents don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, let me go ahead and acknowledge TQS. I'm sorry, I didn't get to it. Thank you, honey. Said, but Michon, it's for free. Child, she was definitely trying to make sure that it was free. And I'm not saying that she should be stealing. Trust me, I'm not at all, any way, shape, or form. But I'm gonna need some of us to make sure that we have the same rules in every situation and not when you feel like it.
We like free stuff. So we came out here to get all this free stuff. But then the car saying, you can't get the free stuff. What? Cause the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets and took the bus or whatever.
Wait a damn minute.
We get down here, we get some free stuff.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the product? The tools, any other eviction.
Cause y'all got false narratives out there and y'all should be ashamed of y'allself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power.
Shout out to Evie Ray. Thank you, hon, because she got false narratives because they black. You black. Absolutely. Shout out to Big Tiff. That will never get old. Appreciate you, hon. Shout out to E305 for being a member for 4 months. I see you. I appreciate you, hon. He said, hey, Messy in the chat. Shout out to you, hon. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone that is here. Please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. So we're going to move on over here to DDG. One more, and then we're going to get into Candace and Stephen A, right? So who thought that we would not get here, y'all? Because, you know, men do everything wrong. You crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. Okay. DDG is tired of protecting Hallie's golden image. Says she kicked him out of her home today and refused to let him spend time with their son. But it's okay to be a single parent. Don't have any relationships. Don't get married. Just do whatever you want. Feel free to do whatever you want. And it's always crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bum's fault in every single case. So when these two ended up talking about, oh yeah, we're having a baby. Oh, remember when she was pregnant and then the sister, Chloe, was acting like, don't be talking about my sister. Don't be talking about my sister. Girl, we see she pregnant. Child, just go lie to somebody else. And mind your business, mind your business, mind your business. Oh, mind our business. Oh, mind our business. While you out here carrying on? Okay, girl. So then she ended up, whoever this DDG person is, child, I don't know who this man is, right? But fine, another single baby mom was created, okay? And then, of course, they broke up. Oh, no. How does this happen? But let's hear what DDG has to say. Shout out to It's On Site. And their caption reads, baby mama drama in the Pontiac world. DDG calls out Haley Bailey.
Fuck about hanging around no girls. I want to be around my son. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs and no shit like that, nigga. I'm just trying to kick it. But I gotta do shit like this. Now I gotta go to court, do all this extra shit when it ain't even gotta be like that, bro. But today was my last straw. I'm like, all right, cool. Y'all, if y'all was watching me stream yesterday, y'all know I'm like, all right, I wouldn't even gonna stream today. I'm like, I ain't streaming today. I'm gonna be with my son. I planned my whole day to be with him. My whole day was around that. And then I get there and I can't, and I'm kicked out of the crib, can't see him, whatever. Mind you, we have our own lives. Like, she got her own shit going on. I got my own shit going on in terms of who we fuck with. Like, we not together whatsoever. We not boyfriend and girlfriend. So ain't got nothing to do with the content. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever where I feel like I'm a secondary parent. And I know a lot of dads out there go through this shit. Some type of something going on in my life. I've been doing really good. I've been keeping my head down, just working, waking up every day, working, dealing with this shit on the same breath. Nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But this shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son. Plain and simple. And I wasn't even coming to take him. Like today, I wasn't even going to take him out because he's sick. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to just grab my son and go hang out with him downstairs. Me and her don't really speak like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to take my son, go hang out downstairs. Whoop. I'm getting kicked out. No, because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, you think I don't give a fuck about hanging around no girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not going to sit in the crib look at the wall and cry about the shit, you know, I'm gonna go work. So it's like every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over or whatever. I never get him dropped off. I always go pick him up. I live far as shit. So I'm driving hours to go get him, and then I get there and I can't get him. I can't see him. My son is sick right now. I want to see my son. I want to hold my son. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want to comfort him. I want to put him in the shower, get some steam in his nose so he can feel better. I don't get the chance to do that. I get pinned against the wall, and then everything else is variables on why I can't see my son. You feel me?
DDG, been fighting to see my son for months now. Shout out to all the dads who try their best to be there. This ish sucks.
Don't give a fuck about.
All right, well. Oh, Lord, help your people. White supremacy, discrimination, racism, or Donald Trump's fault. I'm gonna need y'all to tell me what this is, okay? So y'all remember when they first finally decided to let everyone know that they were pregnant? Everything was everything. We covered it. Oh yeah, I don't even really know these people. I just know Haley and her sister from the college show, right? From Anthony Anderson, Grownish, and child, I know she the mermaid. Excuse me, she the mermaid or something. And then they wanted to finally, after having the baby, show everybody, and then they started showing the baby, and they were so happy, and he was there, and he was taking care of everything, and she was there, and blah blah blah, right? And I was like, I wonder how long this gonna last. Anybody get married around here? Does anyone think past when their sexual urges overtake them to think about the fucking future? Yes, I'm back to this rant where no one seems to know how to use fucking birth control. This story seems to be the same over and over and over again. And before you Negroes start talking about, but what? People do it too. I'm not white. I don't give a fuck. Shout out to the whole white people. I don't give a fuck, okay? Negroes, this is why we continue to have problems. Negroes, colors. It's not about the fact that they have money, child. I'm assuming this person, somebody said he's a rapper. I'm assuming he's also a streamer since he's up here on, I don't know, wherever the hell he's at doing this, right? But you never want to call the shit out. You just want to allow it to continue and say it's not a problem. And I can do what I want. You know, women, I can do what I want. I can handle it. Then you be on fucking TikTok whining, crying, complaining. It's so hard to be a single mom. Oh my God, it's so hard. So in other words, y'all do have to put your hand in the fire in order to know that fire is hot and you get burned. Over and over and over and over the fuck again. Over and over and over again. And I just don't understand how many fucking times this shit has to happen before someone finally gets it and says, you know what? Maybe I can just have sex without getting fucking pregnant. You know, it is possible. It is possible. So who fucking suffers? Everybody does, but specifically the damn kid. And this shit with women not wanting the fathers that you opened them legs for and took all that pleasure. Now all of a sudden don't want that Negro, because I'm talking about colors, that you opened up to. Now you don't want him to see who it is that y'all created together. And it's always the he's wrong, he did everything wrong, he did everything wrong, which I don't believe most of the time, child. I judge by looking at the dummies that you choose. Like when you choose the dummy with the ankle monitor, you choose the dummy that's been in and out of jail. It's like, you're a dummy too. Because if you thought anything was going to be other than what the fuck it is that you saw before you opened up them legs, you a dumbass. You stupid with a capital ST, right? So then you got this dude, y'all, you know, he's a rapper. I never heard him in any trouble. That doesn't mean that he hasn't been, right? I don't know. But no, she can't be an angel. She's a single mom. Save it for somebody else. She might be the fucking mermaid. I do think I saw that movie. But that don't make her fucking angelic angel that don't do no damn wrong. She got pregnant. I know that didn't go well with the image, and that's one of the reasons that they was having a fit trying to hide it when she first got pregnant, because of her image. The other one is definitely sexy sultry, out here putting herself out there like that. Shout out to Chloe Bailey, no shade at all. But this one wasn't necessarily doing that, right? All right, cool. So now you want to act like you don't want the father to see the kid because, like Nicole said, he don't want you no more. Don't come for me. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. 90% plus of the time, these biatches is mad because a nigga don't want them no more. After the fucking baby. You know what? Stop having fucking babies. Stop having these fucking kids. It ain't even about the fact that she has money. Let that man see his damn kid. Especially when he's sick. Like, I don't get y'all dummies. Not y'all, you know what I'm saying. I don't get y'all dummies that sit up here talking about you. You complain about being a single mother. It's so hard, so hard. Then there's somebody that wants to sit up there and be with their kid that comes and wants to take the kid or sit there with you with the kid. You'll say some shit like, I don't want you in my house. Bitch, then let him take the fucking kid. Shit, then let him take the kid. You want to make it difficult at all fucking times. For fucking what? It's good for your kid to have both of their parents in their damn lives. Both of them. He was good enough to fuck, then he good enough to see his fucking kid, period. I said that. I meant that. You sound dumb, every single one of y'all. Because I'm telling you, I've said it before, I said it again. Whenever we had issues and we was going through our issues, come get these fucking kids. I ain't never gonna keep you. You think I'm gonna do it? You think I'm gonna do all this? Fuck that. Come get these fucking kids. Come get them. When you want them, oh, you want to stop by? Come get them. Child, go pick them up from the fucking daycare. I don't give a fuck. Y'all sound dumb. Y'all sound dumb. Because it's about control, y'all. You already know it's about control. You're trying to control this man because you think that you should control him. About to read these comments. But over here, when, what was her name? When Journey's ex-husband is trying to get money from her, it's all this outrage. All this outrage. I just have a feeling, I got a feeling that that's not what it's going to be in the comments for DDG. You're not even, I promise you it's not going to be the same. And y'all don't even see how fucking biased you are for the same people. How Haley get pregnant, Bueller? How in the hell did Haley get pregnant, Bueller? Was it immaculate conception? It's amazing how y'all know how to fuck, but y'all don't know how to care for and do what's best for your fucking kids thereafter, even if you don't work out. Y'all can't even do that damn much. You don't think about the fucking future. You don't think about what you're going to do next. All you think about is your damn selves. This is not just specific to Haley Bailey. And even DDG at the end of the day, because y'all need to recognize that this is the shit that continues to happen as well. Then you come out here whining and complaining about she won't let me do this, do that. Why are you fucking getting her pregnant? This is both sides at this point because this is so dumb. And it happens over and over and over and over. And who's supposed to be surprised around here, Bueller? Who in the hell is supposed to be surprised around here? Who didn't know that this was going to happen? Just like with Naomi Osaka. I'm not saying that they're going through this, and they could be going through this. Shout out to them for not bringing it to the internet. But who thought that Naomi Osaka and that fool that she got pregnant by was supposed to work out and live happily ever after? Live happily 18 fucking years together. A tennis career, then tanked. She got to start all over again because she wanted to fuck with that nigga to get pregnant to break the fuck. To the comments I go. She's still golden to me. I don't listen to men. I love how she just never addresses anything. Good for her. Whatever she kicked him out for, he did it. He can be a good dad and a terrible guy to her. Keywords, her home. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Men love telling one side of the story, the side that makes them a victim. He's going to ruin her because he talked too much. She's not a regular baby mom. Shut up. Healthy co-parenting requires healthy boundaries, and a lot of immature men aren't comfortable with that. Just pulling up whenever and expecting everyone to be on your page isn't how it works. Make the proper arrangements and spend time with your baby. You just got kicked out today. Please don't PMO. I don't know what that means. Golden image. Boy, she said no. You should have chose better. I agree. Clearly, you picked a woman that has sense, and now she makes no sense to you. You chose a responsible woman. Respect her decision. Because why she kick you out and won't let you get the baby? What you do? I know Haley regrets having a child with this clown. He's a YouTuber. They'll sell their soul for content. So in typical fashion, the true, thank you, Nicole. I did not know that. I'm so old. Thank you. Pissed me off. So the true misandrist here in the comments, because it's all women, that of course always going to find a way to side with Haley Bailey and never hold her accountable to shit. Because whatever the woman says goes. And then y'all will be, not y'all, then y'all will be on these stupid ass panels trying to say that why don't relationships work out? Because y'all support bullshit like this. And again, we are not misandrists, but this is what it really is right here. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You gonna watch this fucking kid. You gonna watch these fucking kids because I didn't do this by myself. Your ass backward ass thinking is nothing but control. That's it. That's all. I don't know how y'all continue to get these bitches pregnant, but you know, to each his fucking own. This is so damn dumb. I can't take it. Shout out to Frederick Howard. I appreciate you, honey. Said they grew apart, messy. Of course they did. Soon as the semen went in, all of a sudden everything changed, child. Shout out to Jay Gray. Appreciate you, honey. Said laugh out loud. Now I get to physically see Messy do her drops. You're so crazy. Shout out to Jay Gray. I appreciate you. Shout out to EV in the building. I appreciate you. He said Messy Michon for Vance's press secretary. I would love it. JD, holla at me. JD, holla at me, child, because I definitely will. Shout out to Live from New York in the building. Appreciate you. Said Haley will have two baby daddies by 2027. I agree. I agree. And there will be no marriage in sight. Fight your mama. I don't give a fuck. All right, one more story. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. One more story before we go to Candy. So this came up today. A 14-year-old has been charged with deleting a Jersey police officer. I'm sure we know what it is.
Thank you, Carmen. Good morning. Yesterday at approximately 6:30 p.m., Newark officers encountered several individuals in the vicinity of Broadway and Carteret here in the city of Newark. Based on criminal intelligence, the police were investigating the possibility that these individuals had illegal firearms.
Oh, no.
Shots were exchanged upon the interaction with the police and those individuals. And unfortunately, 2 officers and 1 suspect were hit by gunfire. 5-year veteran Officer Joseph Azcana was shot before he even had the opportunity to leave his police car. At 2:34 this morning, he was pronounced at University Hospital here in Newark. There was a second officer also shot. His injuries are expected not to be life-threatening. He is continuing to recover in the hospital, and because of that, the delicacy of that recovery, his name will not be released at this time at the request of the Newark Police Division.
So this is Newark, New Jersey, and we're going to have to get to Crime is Down, okay? I'm going to put that on the docket because we're missing out on a lot of crime that's going down. Anyone think that his mama going to come through and say, not my baby? I have a feeling 14 people going to say, oh, he's too young. He's too young. You can't do this. Or there'll be people saying, well, he is the oppressor, he deserved it. Child, it's going to be all kind of foolishness. I'll make sure that I follow that story. But just wanted to let you know that I haven't forgotten about Gremlins and crime being down. Shout out to Joe Biden. Moving on to the Stephen A. Smith and Candy, child. But let's start here with this mess going on between Stephen A. and LeBron, which is crazy, right? You know the colors now all of a sudden don't like Stephen A. Smith, child. Because he's talking politics and not saying that he hates Donald Trump. And you know colors can't take that. Your white supremacist talking points. So over here on the Neighborhood Talk, Stephen A. Smith says he's sad. He's sad. He reveals what LeBron James said when confronting him. Says Draymond Green isn't speaking to him after his comments about Bronny either. Stop effing with my son, man to man. Now, LeBron, I'm going to need you to grow the fuck up, okay? Your son is not on the same playing field level as the rest of the damn NBA. Why is that so hard for him to understand? Why is that so hard for him to understand? Stephen A. Smith's job is to talk about sport. That's sports. That's his main fucking job. He's been talking about basketball since I used to watch basketball and before then. Now, all of a sudden, because somebody's talking about your funky ass son, which I don't have a problem with Bronny. I have no problem with Bronny whatsoever, okay? But if he's not up to being in the fucking NBA league, then why is it that you can't accept that? I don't understand why you can't accept that and that's this man's job is to speak on this stuff. Grow up. Anyway, let's hear it, child. Wait, the caption says, child, Stephen A. Smith is in his feelings after the LeBron confrontation. He shared what he actually said. Because, you know, Stephen A. Smith got to be in his feelings, right?
He approached me during the game and he said, stop effing with my son. That's my effing son. Stop effing with my son. I said, what? Nah, man, straight up, man to man. Real talk. Stop effing with my son. And I saw how furious he was.
Fuck him.
And I said, we can talk about it later. Nah, F that. Stop effing with my son. That's my son. That's my son. I said, all right, dog. Fine. And he walked away. That's all he said. I knew what he was talking about. I've spoken about this before. Matter of fact, I heard that not many, not all, but a few players were upset at me about that. I think one player in particular was, he approached me during the game on Green, who I haven't spoken to since and has no desire to speak to me primarily because of this, I suppose. And I found out the way that I found out, which was last night on Green, who I haven't spoken to since. And last night at the Lakers game happened. Now I get, and people have said to me today.
All right, I'm gonna pause on this because it's when I get to Candy, I'm about to go to Candy and she's gonna cover it. So let me read some of the comments, y'all, because lest we not forget, because I'm old, child, but I be remembering. Remember when Bronny went to the prom 2 years in a row with the what girl, his girlfriend? And all the colors had a fit. Oh my God, how dare you, LeBron? How dare you, LeBron? How dare you, LeBron? How could Bronny do this? He could take a nice black girl. How come he ain't take no black girl? Savannah must not have anything to do with this. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Remember that. LeBron almost, wait. LeBron almost lost his son. People forget this. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? He's acting like Stephen A. Smith came up and punched him in the fucking face or dragged him across the room and said, sit your ass down before I beat your ass. You remember in that other story? He act like that's what the fuck he did. His job is to fucking talk about all y'all. Now, all of a sudden, your son that you brought into, that you slid on into the fucking league, now he's above reproach. He can't be talked about. And y'all okay with this shit? Now, is that white supremacy, discrimination, racism, or Donald Trump's fault? I'm going to need y'all to let me know, okay? Stephen A. talks too much. This was an opportunity to apologize. Instead, he talking rubbish like per usual. Do not apologize to these motherfuckers. Fuck them all. There is no need for Stephen A. Smith to apologize to LeBron, Draymond, or any fucking body else. His job is to talk about people in fucking sports, specifically basketball, and that's what the fuck he's doing. I don't give a fuck about how LeBron feels about his son almost being lost. Ain't nobody touch his ass. Ain't nobody push his ass. Ain't nobody do nothing to him but talk. This is the problem with you colors. You 1 minute you down for this and the next minute you not. 1 minute you like your people, the next minute you don't. You are on no type of fucking playing ground with regard to shit. It don't even make any sense for y'all to fucking hate Stephen A. Smith except for the fact that you think that he should hate Donald Trump. That's all this shit is about. That's all this shit is about for the commenters. LeBron can feel however the fuck he wants, but that's unprofessional of his ass and he should be fucking fined. How the hell do you think that he should be telling the reporters that report on his fucking, what the fuck is a career, whatever the fuck you call it? How the hell does he get to dictate what the fuck they get to say? How? Did he go do it to, Child, what is this, the white man's name, Child that used to be with, Skip Bayless. Did he go do that to Skip Bayless? Oh, but it's okay for him to do it to the black man. Would he do that to Skip Bayless? Would he do that to any other white fucking people? Would he? Did he? Has he? Oh no, but go and try to think you're gonna punk Stephen A. Smith. And then now you're gonna get the colors to be like, you just a punk anyway, because they already riled up because he's saying that Democrats is crazy. I'm saying it too. You motherfuckers are crazy and your ass is about to lose in 2 years and your ass is about to lose in 4 fucking years. Losers, okay? Because you got your fucking, you put your fucking faith in fucking Jasmine fucking Crockett and fucking AOC, a bunch of fucking bitches that are over here making fucking TikToks and ain't talking to the other fucking side. How the fuck do you think anything is ever going to get done if you don't talk to the fucking people in charge? Y'all don't think beyond your fucking nose, you dumb motherfuckers. Anyway. Next one says, I don't see the problem or issue here. Bronny is not NBA ready. That's a reality. Child, you better watch out. They're going to come for your ass too. It's not a lie. It's not a false narrative. It's the truth, and the truth hurts sometimes. That's why LeBron needs to stop being a bussy ass MFer. I said that. Because that's all this shit is. He done been in the fucking NBA too fucking long to be bitching out just because somebody talked about his fucking son, child. You lucky they don't talk about your motherfucking hairline no more. LeBron is 6'8", and towers over Stephen A. He wouldn't bully Kevin Garnett. Oh, you stole my heart, child. Anyway, he wouldn't bully KG like that, correct? And he said similar things. Other NBA analysts have said the same, but he goes after him. Isn't that interesting? But all the colors are okay with ganging up on Stephen A. Smith, even though we've been listening to his ass for years. Right? I'm a father too, and I defend my children too. But come on, be honest and realistic. That's not in people over here's nature. It's whatever emotion they feeling right now. He came out too soon, and he also doesn't have NBA caliber skills. Everyone sees it but him. So if he said man to man, then why are we hearing the details? I don't know what that means. This is a tad dramatic. Stephen A. was doing his job. Bronny is a professional athlete. It comes with the territory. Now, it doesn't look like it when it comes to LeBron. When LeBron says no, then I guess that's how it go, right? If LeBron says you need to shut the fuck up about his son, then now you need to shut the fuck up about his son. And clearly, shout out to this man who has some common fucking sense. No one sees a problem with that. That's why y'all listen to fucking CNN and MSNBC and you crying because of fucking Joy Reid trying to say this shit is racist, child. I can see if Stephen A. says something personal or out of bounds, but he didn't. Oh, you mean like how the hell did he go to the prom with the white girl? You mean something like that? You mean when they was carrying on when he was 17, when he was 18, a child in high school, and they dragged him for going to the prom with a white woman when he was a kid? Remember that? Oh, I remember. This ain't, I ain't got no problem with Bronny. I really don't. If he ain't ready for the NBA, he just ain't ready for the NBA. This is about fucking LeBron James, who needs to shut the entire fuck up and quit being a punk ass bitch. Because at your grown age, why are you speaking on a child? Child. That's why the 14-year-old in the last story will be getting out of jail, y'all. Because when age matters, when it matters, and then it don't when it don't. No consistency with regard to anything. So now he's a child. He in the NBA or was in the NBA. I don't know what it is. Just pretend he there now if he not. So he was in the NBA, but he's a child. Well, then maybe that's the reason why he shouldn't have been in the fucking NBA. Cassie was 19, had a man, then said, oh, I'm going to go over here with Diddy, dumped her man to be with Diddy. She a child. Everybody a child. That's why that 14-year-old is going to, that 14-year-old that took out the oppressor, they're going to be fighting for him. That might be where they'll see Ben Crump and Al. You make the comments publicly, you get checked publicly. You make the comments publicly, you get checked publicly. I agree. So you put your son in the spotlight, Hollywood, and think he's exempt from Hollywood treatment? No, y'all bugging. Toughen up, Buttercup. Shout out to her. As LeBron should, some parents don't play about their kids, period. Imagine if I was out here right now. Listen, I'll go out there for them crumb snatchers. Believe me when I tell you. But imagine if I was out there all the time to go out there and fight my fucking kids' battles. Now, mind you, they're a lot older than Bronny is. But LeBron is the one that put his son in the damn NBA. He knows how it goes. He's been scrutinized since he was, 8 damn teen? But now all of a sudden you can't talk about my son because it's my son, child, and y'all co-signing this shit. Damn, he confronted you in public, kind of like the same place you spoke on his child. You colors, I can't. You colors, I just can't. This is why I ain't got time for y'all. This is why I have no empathy and no sympathy for your dumbass fucked up situations, because you willingly putting yourself in dumbass fucked up situations because you don't think. You don't use that thing between your fucking ears. A lot of these comments don't make any fucking sense. Now you can't talk about Bronny. Child, I'm done with this. Moving on, child. Moving on. Let's go to Candy, child. Let me get somebody with some fucking common sense. So this is her talking about LeBron James attacking Stephen A. Smith, child.
Some great people can birth people that go on to do mediocre things. It's not a problem. Everybody is different, and what people want and desire out of life is very different. So in case you're not a sports person like me, I'll say that right at the top, I'm not a sports person, I'm a common sense person. Let's just discuss the facts regarding Bronny James. LeBron James Jr., that is LeBron James' firstborn son. And I want to be clear here that it was entirely an act of sheer nepotism that brought him into the NBA. So for clarity, But
white people do it too. Nepotism. But white people do it too. Can't even get that part right. Can't even get that part right, child. Anyway, let me go ahead and acknowledge. I'm sorry, y'all. Shout out to Jeffrey Woodland. I appreciate you, hun. He said, hashtag LeBron, Mr. Overdramatic, to say the least. To say the least. Thank you so much, hun. Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you. He said, Bronny is mediocre. Damn, it will always be mediocre. Child, you know who I think would have been a great basketball player? Rest in peace to Kobe's daughter, child. What was her name? She would have been a great basketball player. Probably better than Bronny. I don't even see any true potential. Damn, no matter how hard they try to develop his game. They just think stuff like that just osmosis down. That's just not how that works. That's just not how that works. Shout out to Aminaz. I appreciate you, honey. She said, he has done it to them all. Bronny is in the D League. So he got demoted, basically. Right? Shout out to you. Yes, I'm Grape Tea. Bronny is above criticism because LeBron said so. Child.
I would say LeBron James sort of wanted to sketch his firstborn son in his name and likeness, so to speak. And early on, by the way, I mean, this kid was like 10 years old and he was playing basketball, and LeBron James spoke about how he was getting all of these offers and it was sort of inappropriate. And I want to say two things here. From the business side of things, for a bunch of colleges to be wanting to draft him makes sense. The marketing potential to have LeBron James Jr. is there. So there is a business consideration of saying, like, honestly, just having you here, no matter how great you are, or maybe you're just average, it doesn't matter, because there is, like I said, strong brand potential. Bronny, of course, did play basketball in high school. And I want to be clear, he was good. Like, he's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. He is good. He averaged around 14 points per game at the high school level. And for those of us rather, who remember high school and cheer led, like, if you were scoring 14 points per game at that level, you're good. Again, not exactly a necessary free ride to the NBA. You're not exactly going straight to the NBA. You're nowhere near going straight to the NBA. In fact, for comparison, his father, LeBron James, averaged 31.6 points in his senior year of high school. That's why he was drafted right away. Kobe Bryant averaged 30.8 points in high school. Kyrie Irving, 26.5 points per game. Michael Jordan, 25 points per game. He's one of those stories that, like, he kind of went up from there. And yeah, so, but still 14 points per game. There's no reason to hate. He plays basketball and he's good at playing basketball.
I can make 0 points. I can make 0 points per game.
and I'm sure he was very fun to watch when he was in high school. Beyond high school, he played just one season at USC. Now, you guys remember the press on this. He had like that cardiac arrest, terrible event. And right when he was beginning to play for USC, then he got better and he was able to play, I think, something like 26 games. But he averaged, during those games, he averaged less than 5 points per game. In his lone season at USC at the collegiate level, he averaged less than 5 points per game. And that was apparently all the NBA needed to see, okay? I want to be clear here that not even LeBron James can deny what happened next was an act of sheer nepotism, because in 2022, LeBron James told The Athletic, quote, "My last year will be played with my son. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I will be. I would do whatever it takes to play with my son for 1 year. It's not about the money at that point." So what is he saying? He is saying, this is my dream. Me, LeBron James, the dad, the father, this is my dream. I don't even care about the money.
Then I guess your ass need to stay in there a little longer until Bronny get to be where he need to be. That sounds like the fucking solution. No, the whole world has to change for LeBron. Oh, that's how that works. Thank you so much. Live from New York. He said Bronny doesn't have the gotta get my mama out the hood motivation. That could be it too. You're right. That could be it. He out here going to school with the white women, taking them to the prom, and then all the colors is upset about that. But now turn the page. Now they upset with Stephen A. Smith. Child, colors love to be mad, child.
I just want that moment of playing with my son. And sure, that's sweet, okay? I love a little fairy tale. I love a little, daddy and me fairy tale of playing together. But to pretend that he didn't say that, to pretend that didn't happen, to pretend that there was no consideration for the Lakers or any team that was looking at LeBron James, that like he is saying that no matter what, this must happen, or he's not going to play. It's a nonsense. You're just gaslighting the public, okay? Mm-hmm. Sure enough, in 2024, Bronny signed a 4-year, $7.9 million contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. He was the 55th pick of the NBA draft. And if you're wondering if there were other motivations with that pick.
Is that good? I mean, 7.9, of course, sounds good to me, but when you divide it by the years, I don't know. Is that good? Somebody tell me.
Well, I can tell you this. He was picked on the very same day that LeBron James agreed to an extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. That making them the first father-son duo in the history of the NBA. And to be clear, that's what that was about. It was the story. They wanted the story. They didn't care about the practicality, the potential movies that will be written, the movie scripts that could be written in the future. They wanted the feelings. They didn't really care so much about the facts in that moment. By any means necessary, I don't care about the money. I want to make this happen, okay? So LeBron James's dream was realized. I'm saying, again, LeBron James' dad's dream was realized in October when on the opening day of the Lakers season, he was able to play with his son. And the headlines of that moment met the emotions of the moment. Here was the press coverage on that day via the Associated Press. Quote, LeBron James and Bronny James became the first father and son to play in the NBA together Tuesday night during the Los Angeles Lakers season opener. LeBron and Bronny checked into the game together with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, prompting a big ovation from a home crowd aware of the enormity of the milestone. LeBron had already started the game and he had played.
So in other words, it's symbolism. The same thing that you colors be falling for all the time, because DEI is all that, even though it really isn't anything. All them statues that came down. It's the symbolism of it all. It gets you absolutely nothing at the end of the day, but y'all was happy. Banana tailpipe yet again. Here we go with the same thing. It's symbolism. Oh my God. Oh my God. They got to play together. So the fuck what? So the newspaper sold, the magazine sold. And then when it turns out that he wasn't that great, then people start talking about you. Now you want to get mad. You set your son up for that. You just wanted a moment. You got your moment, child. You got your moment, child. Talking about LeBron.
13 minutes before he teamed up with his 20-year-old son to make history. Okay, beautiful. Love that. Obviously, LeBron James is the 39-year-old top scorer in NBA history, while LeBron James Jr. was a second-round pick from the Lakers last summer. As I said, they reiterated in these articles that they were the first father and son to play in the world's top basketball league at the same time, let alone on the same team, which is just, woof, this is amazing. But here's the thing. The facts always eventually catch up with the feelings. The dream, so to speak, catches up with reality. Of course, people are going to note that your son is just not you at some point, and that you're basically sort of deluding yourself by pretending that your son is as amazing and worthy of playing alongside you in the big league. Now, I should be clear that Bronny is playing primarily for the Lakers G League team, the South Bay Lakers. And those of you that don't know much about that, it's essentially like the minor league team where you're supposed to develop your skills and potentially play for the big league.
Now you on G League, developing your skills. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah.
One day they can, the big league, the Lakers can call you up. They can call up their G League players if they need them. And at the G League level, Bronny's he's playing great. Like he fits in there at that level. I think he's something like the number 4 scorer overall on the G team roster. And like I said, that's good. But what makes Bronny unusual is how much playtime he is getting on the Lakers team. Okay, Bronny is starting games for the Lakers. He's played thus far in 18 games this season. And here's the rules. Let me tell you how it works. If you want to play in the big leagues, then you're going to have to deal with big league criticism. Okay. No one gets to go around that. You don't get to say, well, my daddy's.
No, Candy. Shout out to Candy. You get LeBron to say, don't talk about my son. Don't talk about my kids. Sounding half damn crazy because he's LeBron and your son ain't as good as you. But you wanted all this hoopla. You got all the hoopla and your son ain't that great. Because like she said, he ain't you. You didn't spit him out. He's not a clone. It ain't the same. Like, I remember when LeBron came into the league when he was 8 damn team, because that's what everybody was talking about and everything that he was doing. Your son don't have those accolades, child. I don't understand how you think he the same. No shade. Shout out to Bronny. No shade. I'm sure he's going to come home one day with a nice snow bunny, and Dr. Umar is going to have a fit.
LeBron James, and he says I shouldn't have to listen to any criticism at all. So recently on January 28th, Bronny played again for the Lakers alongside his father against the Philadelphia 76ers. And he played for 15 minutes straight and he did not score a single point.
Oh, no.
Now, apparently, according to Stephen A. Smith, it's sort of this unspoken rule that even in the world of sports commentating, you're not really allowed to criticize LeBron's son, okay? And Stephen A. Smith obviously has been a sports commentator forever.
Right.
He told the truth about Bronny's performance. He said that he started getting a ton of text messages from people who were like, you can't do that, you can't question, because he's looking at the situation going, why is his dad putting him through this? You know, he's now at the NBA level. Of course, there's going to be criticism, and you can't just cry your way out of this. Your son's going to be criticized.
Is this white supremacy, discrimination, redlining, Jim Crow, or is this Donald Trump's fault? I need somebody to tell me, child, because I know this is racism somehow, some way. So LeBron has that much pull in the damn NBA that he can now control what the freaking reporters say, and no one has a problem with that. Oh, maybe that's what's going on with the regular media and why people ain't watching the shit no more. Because y'all just try to say whatever the fuck you want and try to push it on us, and we just supposed to believe it. Hook, line, and sinker. So now, in this world of everybody gets a participation trophy, because that's absolutely what this is. So Bronny doesn't get to have any criticism, even though everyone can see it. You're not allowed to say anything. Okay, child. And this is why colors remain where they are. Shout out to No Teeth. I appreciate you. He said, sounds like Bronny tried to be like Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. I think that's baseball, right? The only difference is Jr. was okay. The great out on the box. I think that's who that is, but shout out to you, honey. I appreciate you. Everyone, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
Do not score a single point in 15 minutes. It's open season. And here is what Stephen A. Smith said specifically that eventually sets LeBron James off. Take a listen.
I am not a person that had a problem with.
Child, goodbye. Child, listen. I used to be a basketball manager in high school, okay? For the boys basketball team, of course, because my boyfriend was on the basketball team. Starting 5. Anyway. Just looking at this right here. He needed to be talked about. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This ain't even 15 points. This is 15 fucking minutes. What the hell? LeBron, you set your son up for this. You set your son up for this. To be getting paid, what was it, $7+ million for this? $7+ million for that? Woo! Lord help your people. And y'all are up here cutting for this shit. Goodbye, Negroes. Goodbye.
Bronny James being on the court for the season opener with LeBron James. That was a phenomenal moment to see a father on the court with his son who has NBA aspirations playing together for the first time in NBA.
No shade. The Sixers is okay, right? But you played against the Sixers and you couldn't get 2 points, child. Child, come on now. Just stop this.
NBA history. The Griffeys in baseball, Ken Griffey Sr. and Jr. were in attendance for it. It was a special moment. My position has always been that should have been the only moment we saw Bronny James in a Lakers uniform this season because he's not ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be ready. I'm not here to tell you that he won't be an NBA player. I'm not here to tell you that he should give up his dreams and his aspirations. I think the kid's got potential. I think the kid will be in the NBA one day. I watched him in the G League doing his thing. I think he's going to be fine eventually. But that's not the case yet. And because it's not the case yet, and then you see some of these numbers, I do find myself looking at LeBron James instead of Bronny James. Because LeBron is the basketball savant. LeBron is one of the top 2 greatest players in the history of the game. LeBron has forgotten more basketball than most people would know. So no matter what we think about Bronny, he knows more.
Right.
But you see what you see. Bronny James has played in 13 NBA games. Ladies and gentlemen, he's averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists.
Wait, 0.3, not even a whole point? He said 0.3. He can't even get a whole point. Oh, no. I blame LeBron. Shout out to Bronny James. I blame LeBron. I blame LeBron all the way, period, point blank.
And 0.4 rebounds.
0.4.
He shot 1 for 16 from the field in his NBA career.
Lord.
And 0 for 7 from 3-point range. And he's playing in the first quarter of an NBA game? Really? And everybody wants to look at it, and LeBron has nothing to do with that. He didn't tell JJ Redick to put him in the game. I get all that. But come on. I'm not being cruel to Bronny. I'm looking out.
Damn.
Do you want it this way? LeBron?
Totally agree with that commentary. And by the way,
hold on, Candy. Not the highlight reel of all the misses. Yo, not a highlight reel of all the misses, child. And them people in the fucking comments don't know shit about basketball. All they care about is fucking LeBron. That's it. All they know is LeBron. They don't know shit about basketball. They don't know shit about how the shit works. They don't know shit about how the points work. I don't know about drafting. I'm not gonna hold you. But just because LeBron says it, then all of a sudden it's a thing, child. But y'all was over here clowning him because ain't nothing like a Diddy party. And then you change your mind again when Bronny out here with the white women. Then you change your mind. This is how fickle y'all are. And I'm pointing out the reason why nothing will ever change with colors, because you work too much off of fucking emotion. None of that just now is wrong that Stephen A. Smith said. Nothing is wrong with regard to the things that was pointed out, especially showing that fucking reel. LeBron is completely wrong. I don't even blame Bronny, because I'm pretty sure he's got all this pressure to be out here because it's about moments, because that's going to get you somewhere in the rest of your life. It's got you out here looking like a fucking fool. That's LeBron's fault. Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you. He said Angel Reese. Oh, no. Not Angel Reese is doing better than Bronny. She just might be, including Caitlin Clark as well. Common Sense says he is consistently terrible. And they don't want to blame the right person, which is LeBron fucking James. Oh, and the Lakers for bringing him in, of course, and the NBA. But first and foremost is fucking LeBron James. Now Bronny out here being embarrassed. And now LeBron acting like this is embarrassing himself and him even more. But they want to blame Stephen A. Smith to do what the hell it is that he's been doing for umpteenth years before even LeBron came to the fucking league. Shout out to Woquell. Appreciate you. He said with those stats, he might need a teammate. Woo! That's worse than high school, child. Those numbers are atrocious, child. Shout out to Jay Gray. Appreciate you. He said Bronny missing shots plus minimal playing time equals 0.3. Child, that's sad. That's sad.
I should clarify, he played in the first quarter, so he didn't start, but he played in the first quarter, and the results are disastrous, okay? You play 15 minutes in a game, and you don't score anything, and even if you say, like, somebody can have a bad night, that's fine, but you have to allow sports commentators to do their jobs, okay? You have to allow them to say things. Nobody says to Tom Brady when he was playing as the QB, if he had a terrible game, well, you can't say anything about him, because this is who his dad is. It's pointedly ridiculous. What are you talking about? Again, if you are trying to make the argument, LeBron, that your son is ready to play in the big leagues, that he has to be ready to deal with the criticism. Okay, that's just how this works. But LeBron James said, no. No one talks about my son again, apparently.
Oh, he's being that. Remember that? Excuse me. Remember that magazine where he was like this, and then the white girl was in front of him, and they all said it was racist. But really, that's who he's acting like right now, because y'all know everything is racist, right? But he can tower over Stephen A. Smith and threaten him basically, and everybody is now on LeBron's side. But when that cover came out with that him like this and that white girl and that other lady that said go dribble or whatever, whoever that was, I can't with your colors. Candy is absolutely right. Love it like it, hate. I don't give a fuck. She right.
I mean, this is an unwritten rule.
And so am I.
Oh, he wants to cry and spike his ball and go home. That's what LeBron James wants to do. He's like, no one can say anything. I own this league. I scored so many points.
That's where people should be concerned. How the fuck does he have the authority to be able to even say this publicly and it be okay? Where are the fines? Where are the fines? I guess we just ignore that because it's LeBron. Shout out to Jay Gray. He said LeBron hairline orchestrated all this madness. The non-hairline.
He's just crying like a little baby. This is totally ridiculous. A big old man crying like a baby, trying to protect the feelings of his son. What is he learning in life from you? And so last night, LeBron James decided to thug Stephen A. Smith on the court side of a Lakers game. Stephen A. Smith was sitting courtside with Ari Emanuel. Yes, that Ari Emanuel from the Justin Bologna Baldoni. And Larry David. Everybody likes Larry David. And he found a moment and decided, like, I saw that clip and now I'm going to approach you. Here is a clip of that. If you are listening to this on audio, you'll have to go watch it on YouTube or on Rumble. But I'm going to just show you the clip and I'll talk over it. So you can see he's very angry, and the social media has determined, these experts, lip readers, and it does look like he says exactly this, that he told him, keep my son out of this ish, bro. But he said the S word, keep my son out of this ish, bro. So like he pulled the Will Smith to Stephen A. Smith. Keep my wife's name out your mouth, bro. And that obviously is meant to be intimidating. And if you are saying, keep my son out of this ish, then your son should not be in this ish. That's it. That's how this works. Again, this is the free market. It's competition. If you think he can't handle the criticism, then he should not be on court. Okay. So this is a scenario where you have.
So when you finally see someone who's being a bussy, as they call it, they don't want to call that out. But if some man says that since I'm taking care of the kid and we getting divorced and you make more of the money, I want half of the money, then he's bussy. Even though if a woman was doing it, it's okay for her to do it. Child, this is why I don't deal with bitches, okay? I don't. And LeBron is being a bitch. Shout out to Mix. I appreciate you, hon. She said, take accountability, LeBron. The baby oil got you. Ain't no party like a Diddy party, child. And Candy is absolutely right. Candy is absolutely right. They trying to give Bronny his participation trophy. Shout out to No Teeth. I appreciate you. He said the NBA messed up and gave the superstars all the power, and that's why they all cry. Exactly. Half damn crazy. I don't even watch this shit no more. Don't even watch this shit no more. It's crazy.
Have this angry dad because his son isn't good enough. And now you're blaming the umps, you're blaming the referees, you're blaming Stephen A. Smith for noticing that your son didn't do anything. And it's also kind of this archetype of a guilty dad. Like the reason why he is so angry, usually when people are expressing anger, it's because you're hitting upon a truth, right? You're hitting upon a truth. He heard Stephen A. Smith. He heard his words. He heard that it's true. He heard and recognized those words to be true. And he knows that his son is going to hear these words and recognize that it's true. He's forcing his son into this embarrassment. And how foolish to say or to suggest that, well, he's not making the calls. He's not the one putting him in. No, he's just the one who essentially said, I won't even play. I won't even play unless I'm able to play alongside my son. The money means nothing to me. There was no offer the Lakers could give me that meant more to me than playing alongside my son. You were selfish, LeBron. That is the reality. You did something that was selfish because you wanted it. And now your son is dealing with the brunt of your decision making.
Exactly.
Dave Portnoy, I thought, summed this up quite brilliantly on X when he tweeted this. He tweeted, my heart aches for Bronny James. The poor kid doesn't belong in the NBA. He can't quit. He didn't ask for this. His dad created an impossible situation for him. He's a make-a-wish kid in the NBA. I just hope his dad's insatiable ego doesn't ruin his love for this beautiful game.
So shout out to Candy. So did LeBron go and call and say something to Dave Portnoy, whoever the fuck that is, right? You got anything to say to Dave Portnoy, the white man, LeBron? Did you call him up at least? Did you FaceTime him? Did you go see him? Nothing? Nobody? So we just supposed to all just ignore this just because you are who you are. You a bitch ass, okay? True bitch ass. And this man is absolutely right. And Candy is absolutely right. And so the fuck am I. And this is probably worse than anything that, from what I heard that Stephen A. Smith said, not that it's worse that it's wrong, but just worse to say that he's a Make-A-Wish kid in the NBA. You set yourself up for this just because you wanted what you wanted because your ego is too damn much. Child, Anyway, so that's it as far as that's concerned, because there ain't nothing else left to say. Shout out to Candace Owens for her assessment. I agree completely. LeBron, you did this to your own damn kid. It's a shame. It's a shame. All right, but they had an interview together, interview with Candace Owens, and some other stuff. But this is the part where they started, and shout out to Candy. She's so beautiful to me. I know a lot of people don't like her, and that's all good in the hood, but she ain't wrong all the time. I'm going to say that for sure, for sure. Thank you so much, No Teeth. Shout out to Live from New York. He said Bronny stats is redacted like the Epstein list. Woo! Shout out to you. Shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Yes. Shout out to all that is still here. All right, let's go. Let's go, Stephen A.
And visualize something and automatically deem that you were against us as a people.
Right.
So, I mean, as you reflect on a moment like that and you talk about the Black community and politics, how do you feel? How do you gauge what's the right thing to do and what's not the right thing to do?
You know, for me, the discussion and polite discussion, it doesn't work. I have found that. You can go back and watch me on stage with T.I. and Killer Mike, and it doesn't work with the Black community. And I have a theory on this, and I think partially it's because we have this instance of father absence, but there's a lot of attitudes. There's a lot of attitudes. And if you try to come politely, you're just going to get disrespected. And so in terms of the White Lives Matter shirt, first off, Kanye, that's how he communicates. He communicates with art. That's like, this was Kanye's thing that I was stepping into, but I understood what he was saying there because he is someone that does not like, no one puts Kanye in the corner. No one tells Kanye what he has to be. And so when you start saying, oh, I'm going to superimpose you just being a Black victim onto someone like Kanye West, and, you know, he hated when white people would come up to him and say Black Lives Matter. So he's like, okay, you want to patronize me? Oh, let me patronize you. Your life matters too. Right? Like, oh yeah, like white lives matter too. And I want you to know that white lives matter. Your life matters. He never liked that. The patronization of it. And so I felt the same way. And we communicate differently. I usually am using more bombastic words, but that moment to me, especially as someone who grew up and really Kanye's music kind of gave me the courage to be myself, to not have to be an archetype of what a Black woman should be. It was a moment for me that I reflect on very fondly. And yeah, it broke the internet, and it started a lot of conversations. But imagine if Black people were just like, yeah, every time I saw a white person, I'm with you, but your white life matters. It's just, there's something about it I just don't like. It wasn't for me.
You brought up the use of bombastic words. You used that with George Floyd as well, who was murdered by a police officer in Minnesota. And obviously a lot of people in the Black community had a real problem with you as it pertained to that. That brings me to this question. When you take these positions, does it enter your mind? I don't want to use the word vitriol because I think that's a bit too strong and that's unfair to you, and I don't want to do that. But when you consider the fact that so many people in the Black community have voted Democrat since the civil rights legislation in 1964, remember what Lyndon B. Johnson said, that, you know, you pass this legislation and we'll have the Negroes vote for us for the next 200 years. Remember that statement? I know, I remember that statement. I'm wondering, because of your knowledge of politics, your obvious knowledge of the issues, when you speak on these things and you take positions about, you take such positions, particularly if it's antithetical or the antithesis of what the Black community will point to, do you think about it and do so on purpose because, dare I say, you're disgusted with us as a community for being hoodwinked by the Democratic Party in your eyes? Is that possible?
So that's a very good question. And disgusted would not be the right term for it. Frustrated, yes, and constantly trying to give people the facts so that they understand that Lyndon Baines Johnson was an avowed racist and he hated us, and yet we are doing everything that he wanted us to do. We are reacting emotionally and not rationally. We seem to be a stereotype of irrationality, actually. All we have to do is make them feel something and they won't react. And I want to be clear, it's not just Black Americans. The Me Too movement was another manifestation of that. Very, that's why I'm doing this Harvey Weinstein series. But what really does upset me about the Black community is that the manner in which we defend criminals, you will not find this in any other community, okay? So white person gets shot, killed, unarmed. They're not coming out. White people are not coming out and burning down their own neighborhoods, right? They're going to be like,
Did you see the?
Oh no! Oh no! That sounded a little racist, Candy.
You're being a racist! Racist!
Maybe Donald Trump's
Because
fault.
Trump bad. Trump bad.
Again!
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
Shout out to Clue Studio. I appreciate you, hon. He said, stop being messy. Child, then why am I here if that's not what I'm doing? How am I being messy? We just telling the truth around here. We be learning. And she absolutely right, because it's the same thing that I be saying. Like, we be trying to be like, we be learning. We do. But you can't say anything because Black people are above reproach. They don't do anything wrong, but continue to be at bottom of the list and top of the list we shouldn't be at the top of. Won't change anything. Keep doing the same shit. Won't try anything different. Won't ask anybody. Won't get any information, child. We just went over how many stories? The stupid thing just now with LeBron and his son, not Bronny, LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. That's crazy. The story with the DDG and that girl. Child, what? Child, wait. So, anyway, I can't. That's why I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I'm Black too. I don't give a damn.
The Black community attacked me for going off about OJ being celebrated. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, they condition.
Because they're emotional and don't know how to use the thing between their fucking ears more so than what's in their daggone heart all damn time. And maybe would learn something and move on and be able to create and stop depending on somebody else and get some fucking wealth and move on. Nope. I'm gonna keep doing this for the culture. You know, we could do more for the culture if we did some stuff where we actually did work together instead of getting mad about fucking Stephen A. Smith doing his job, instead of getting giving DDG a hard time because he's trying to keep his trying to see his damn son, or any of the other dumbass stories that we done talked about today, where you just 1 minute you're over here and the next minute you're over there and the next minute you're over there and you don't even fucking see it. Then you mad at people that be like, you know, you could do it this way. You over here, everybody gotta hate Donald damn Trump. So we don't hate Donald damn Trump. So then that means that you are MAGA, you are white supremacist. Negroes, please. Keep following Al fucking Sharpton and Ben Crump. Good luck to y'all. Enjoy Read.
Us to actually defend the worst in our communities. They just will let it go. You think Chinese people are going to run outside if they're like, well, listen, this guy was high on fentanyl. He got into a brush up with police officers and he died. Chinese people will be like, especially Asian moms are just dead serious. They'd be like, you idiot, you know, good for you. So you're an embarrassment. Never come home. This is how Asian women are. They have a standard. You think Jewish people are coming outside and going to, you know, rally around? No. They all know that they think of that as like a natural process. We don't want to associate with that. And we have the exact opposite mindset. And when I say the exact opposite, I mean also the reverse of that being that the most educated and the most accomplished people in our community, in terms of their intellect, we reject. How can we ever get ahead, right? Oh, condo.
Child, I have not seen this interview. I feel like we're saying the same damn thing. Shout out to Kev G. He said, how about you marry before you carry for the culture? Just because you get married doesn't mean that you'll stay married and things will work out. Okay, Kev G, I don't know where you're coming from and why you're saying that. So let's just continue to be baby moms, and let's continue to get pregnant by bums, and let's continue to say it's not right, it's not fair, and that the government should take care of us. And then when those of us who actually work and pay taxes say we tired of this shit, then there's something wrong with us, and we got to be called names, and we need to do better, and we shouldn't say that, and we racist, and all the other names that they'll call us. I'm a white supremacist talking points. You know, all that bullshit. Same old crap, different daggone day. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Shout out to everyone that is still here. Please make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new.
Lisa Rice, no, she's a traitor. She's Uncle Tom. Clarence Thomas, Supreme Court Justice, he's a traitor. He's an Uncle Tom. But Dr. Ben Carson, a literal brain surgeon. Black people will call him stupid. It's crazy. So there's no way Black America can get ahead with that backwards mindset where you put
Candy, but let's not forget you should support Haley Bailey. You should big up Glorilla and child, what's the Sexy Red and the other one, child. Let's make sure that we big up these people. Makes sense, right? I have a feeling, I could be wrong, we shall see. I certainly hope I'm wrong, that there'll be some good mama coming out for that 14-year-old that just deleted a policeman and saying it's a white supremacy. You don't know how we grew up. You don't know. Shout out to Joyzy.
George Floyd on a t-shirt and you denigrate and disrespect someone like Clarence Thomas. I'm just not with it, you know.
You got a new platform called Club Candace, and I'm wondering how important is I know you're going to speak your truth. You have proven that time and time and time again, okay? But in the process of doing so, as you have this new platform, how important is it for you, if at all, to reach and resonate with the Black community, or to really, really provoke change all across the board, particularly in the United States of America? Where do you lie with that?
Yeah. the number one thing is for me to reach people who want to hear the truth. And so that comes in all different shapes and sizes and colors. And our demographics have really changed. It's very mixed. People all around the world. Like I have, shockingly, I would say in Africa, they absolutely love me. I mean, like the amount of Nigerians who listen to my podcast daily, Uganda. So it's not a color thing. It's important for me to get information out that I don't think would otherwise be available. So with Club Candace, you know, I have my vaccine series. I am quote unquote anti-vax. Don't vaccinate my children. And I want people to know why. I want people, especially if you want to talk about something Black Americans should learn about, it's the vaccine industry. We were targeted. You know, what was sent over to Africa to experiment and make people infertile. It was Hispanic women, Native Americans, and Black Americans were experimented on. And this is the stuff that matters.
Candace, let me interject for a second. When she's talking about vaccines, I don't know if she's talking about all vaccines or she's talking about the vax. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't say it. But there's people in my family, I'm telling you, y'all already know. They sitting up here talking about, have you gotten your vax this year? Y'all already know I got one so I could go on vacation. I got it once so that I could go on vacation. That's the only reason I got that shit. They talking about, I'm double vax, I'm triple vax, I'm getting the vax, I'm vaxing it up, I'm going to get another vax, I'm going to do another vax. Child, get out of my face. Leave me the F alone. You don't know. You have to help everyone. You know, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. What about everyone else? And you can't come around me. Fuck it, then I won't come. My friend actually said that. You can't come around us if you don't get vaccinated. I said, girl, you ain't said nothing but a word. Because, child, if I can stay the fuck home or if I can go on a fucking cruise and be around people that I don't know, you're not hurting my feelings with that shit. Not a problem. And didn't go. I don't give a fuck. You think because you said I can't come to your house, I'm supposed to go get this shit that just came out and I don't know shit about it? It's been here for a long, long time. Well, shit, why wasn't it out here then? I said, I don't like shit that ain't been here long enough. Give me that shit that's been here 50 plus years or more. Child, don't give me the new shit. Like, what was that thing? Y'all, shout out to Generation X. I think it's called, I think it was Depo-Provera, if I'm not mistaken. What was the thing that they put in your arm for birth control that was like sticks or something? I forget what that was called. That came out when I feel like I was like in high school or something. And I was on birth control pills. But the doctor had said, oh, you want to think about getting something in your arm? I said, girl, what? That mean you got to cut me and stick something in my body? Bitch, bye. Give me that fucking pill. No, I better take that shit when I get up in the morning. No. Okay, it's Depo-Provera. And I feel like they got all these issues with that shit now. No. Give me the old shit. Give me the old shit that everybody done had. And when my kids, when I needed to, not to put their business out here, but when I needed to put them on birth control, give them the fucking pill. I don't care what nobody said. That's what you're going to get. Take these fucking condoms, use them in tandem, because then you're going to be good. All right? What we're not going to do is get that new shit. Now, what they do in their life now, that's on them. But what I said was, I trust the old shit, not no new shit. Let that new shit roll through, and then maybe by the time my grandkids is old enough, it'll be okay, and then they can use it. Me? No. Shout out to No Teeth. Appreciate you. He said, did Ben Carson find his luggage yet? I don't know what that means, but thank you so much, hon. Shout out to Devon Mitchell in the building. I see you. I appreciate you, hon. He said it confuses me how folks who marry outside the Black community, Candace with her white husband, have the most to say about the Black community. So do we now so we're not Black anymore just because we married someone that's not Black? Does that make sense? So does that make her whole life up until she married her negated because she married someone white? And why is it that it's okay for Eve to marry her white husband and everybody loves that? And why is it that there's a problem because I got married and been married for as long as I have been, and I'm a pick me mammy? So again, the community being all over the fucking place where nothing makes any sense whatsoever. But why is it okay for Cam to be married to a white man and all these colors was all for that bitch? Help me understand that, since we want to bring it up. Because didn't nobody have a problem with none of that? Nobody had a problem with Doug knocking the daggone nanny up and knocking his girlfriend between the daggone washer and dryer. And he white, and he a J, from what I understand. Not one person had issue with it on the Democratic fucking side, or any of these people in the fucking blogs that are still out here talking they shit about Cam and how they hate Donald damn Trump. But her being married to that white man is okay. Child, please say that for somebody that ain't got no fucking common sense, because it ain't me.
And so also, obviously, the book club to introduce them to the books that I read outside of the school system.
Reading? Girl, what? Wow. Let me figure out where that's at, y'all.
That kind of helped forge a lot of my opinions, a lot of my political opinions. And so that's really fun that we meet every 2 weeks. And so if you're just getting kind of whatever goes on in this headquarters of crazy, it's all happening at Club Candace.
Make them a sandwich. Why real women don't need fake feminism. Explain that title, please.
We just need to destroy the feminist movement. It's just so toxic. And I think that on the heels of Kamala's loss and, women are unhappy because they're being told to compete with men. We are not like men. We are not built like men biologically, mentally, physically. We are just not men. And the idea that to be equal in society, I have to have the same aspirations as a man is going to be something that makes women chronically unhappy, which is what we're dealing with today. And learning the real.
Fuck them. Keep being unhappy because they keep talking on fucking TikTok, and that's good for us content creators. That continues to get us more content, child. Let them continue, child. Let them continue.
History of feminism, and I'm mimicking Gloria Steinem, a famed photo of her, who was actually a CIA operative, will wake people up to the fact that these decisions that are being told to you of like, yes, the feminist movement was amazing, was the CIA looking for a way to tax households 2 ways. And it has not led to the enriching of the household. It has not led to the enriching of our life experiences. And the biggest joys in my life are being able to be at home with my children and my husband. And I'm just tired of being told that that makes me somehow backwards. We got to defend men.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, listen, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about that. Not even a little bit, all right? You recently interviewed former Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein from prison. Why did you want to talk to him, and what was the most surprising thing you got from it?
I have been a hater of the Me Too movement since day one. Even before I had sons, and now I have 3, I knew that we need due process, and watching men lose their entire lives on the basis of an allegation. And I could have literally ruined your life, Stephen. I could have been like, he touched my hand at that Knicks game, and I remember this, and cry, you've been done. Cancel.
Actually, Stephen A. Smith should say that about LeBron and sue him for under Me Too. No Teeth is the same woman who sued a school district in 2015 for racism and won, and then says racism doesn't exist. Did she say racism doesn't exist? Did she say racism doesn't exist? I never said that racism doesn't exist. I just say that everything isn't fucking racist. Those are 2 different statements. So please send it to me if she said racism doesn't exist. Because just because you think it's racist because the person happens to not be black doesn't make it racist. That's why racism, to claim racism at this point in life, don't even matter, because they use every fucking thing saying that it's fucking racist, and that's not the case. It doesn't make any fucking sense. So then all these people that got all this racism, though, why are they still here? Why don't they go? She could go back too. All these people that who's that girl that I put up? I forget her name. She on Stars, that TV show. I'm not sure why she ain't going to Africa. Why she telling everybody else go to Africa? Because that's where you're being received. You're being received because it's not good over here in the United States of America. Oh, well, Joy Reid certainly was okay over here in the United States of America while she riling up the colors here, the FBAs and the ADOSs, and y'all listening to that immigrant who became a millionaire, but y'all can't do it because Al said so, child. But y'all, I don't know what I'm talking about. Keep listening. Keep listening to them, right? All right. Shout out to CIP in the building. Thank you, hon. He said, afternoon to my beautiful YouTube sis. Happy Saturday. Hit the like, besties. Yes, please, everyone, hit the like button. Shout out to our friend CIP, who is back. Make sure we are supporting our brother, following him, subscribing to him, and watching his videos. Shout out to you. Let us know the next time that you go live, hon. Shout out to Live from New York. Appreciate you. He said, Candace is a grifter, but I like this version of her. Everyone is a grifter. Everyone is a grifter. Who isn't a grifter? The Democrats are grifters. Republicans are grifters. That's why all of those politicians, who really all of us should be looking at, right, are all getting hella rich. Why they supposed to be helping us? Why they over there making TikToks? Why they over there holding up signs? Why they over there doing whatever the fuck it is that they be doing that don't help none of us? But, you know, just pick on one and not the other. They all need to be held accountable. We all need to be holding them accountable. But you know what happens? People put the same fucking people back in and then say that they want to fucking change. Shout out to Doogie in Baltimore, because the next fucking day after they reelected them, they said, we are in a food desert and somebody got to do something about this fucking crime. That's on the fucking people to continue to do the same thing and be ignorant about politics and listen to fucking blogs who be wrong most of the time with fucking excerpts. That's why when we do shit here, we look at it from beginning to fucking end. And a lot of people don't like it. Fuck it. Then don't be here then, right? If you're not going to look at it all, then don't look at, if you're not going to look at it all, then don't look at it at all. Okay? So like who you want, support who you want. I don't give a fuck. But the part of I'm going to call you a name just because I don't like or think the way that you do is the fucking problem as well. I can believe in whatever the fuck I want to. I can like and support whatever the fuck I want to. And you don't have to like it. But you colored because I'm black, so that's who I'm talking to. I'm a colored too. Be sitting up here insulting your own people and then turn around trying to act like you fucking pro-black. You're pro whatever the fuck it is that you feel at the moment. You don't give a fuck about black people. And these will be the same black people that are women, because you know I love talking about biatches, that will sit up here and say they hate men and bitches end up pregnant. So how the fuck does that keep happening? But what the fuck do I know? Anyway.
Over forever. And that's wrong, okay? Because women lie. Men lie, women lie, facts don't lie, and we need due process. And so the Harvey Weinstein case, someone brought it to me and said, take a look at it. And I actually thought he was guilty when I first got on the phone with him in prison. And we're totally on different sides of the political spectrum. But a friend had reached out and said, I think you'll be the only person that will actually take a look at this and tell the truth. And I've just always been committed to telling the truth. And it is my belief, and I think that once I show the public the facts of this case, that Harvey Weinstein was wrongfully convicted. And his case just got overturned in New York, as it should have. And now it's being sent back down in the appellate courts it got. So it's got to be retried. And I just want we got to go back to the beginning. We got to put this genie back into the bottle. And
go back to the beginning, girl. What? Go back to the beginning? Child, what you talking about? Child, I don't know nothing about this Harvey Weinstein. I mean, I know what he allegedly did, got convicted for and all that, but I don't give a fuck about Harvey Weinstein. I know y'all think that we're supposed to just get rid of all the black people. Isn't it interesting that the coloreds did that too? Oh, get rid of the Cosby Show because of Bill Cosby. Get rid of this, get rid of that. Get rid of all R. Kelly music. Y'all ain't say shit about getting rid of all of Harvey Weinstein's movies though, right? Mm-hmm. You're not supposed to listen to R. Kelly. No, you're supposed to kiss my ass because I'm going to listen to what the fuck I want to listen to. Not getting rid of my whole fucking childhood and all of the 80s and the 90s because y'all assholes. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. They ain't do shit to me. Fuck that. I can separate. A lot of y'all can't separate. There's the person and then there's the musician. I'm going to take this music. I don't give a fuck. You don't know what anybody was thinking when they was making music. You don't know what the fuck they were thinking. You're just assuming he was thinking about a little girl. I don't give a fuck. I know what I was thinking about, and it wasn't a little girl, and it wasn't a little boy, and that's all that matters to me. Shout out to Mrs. C. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. She said, Candace has grown a lot. She's for what she thinks is right. I agree with her mostly. I agree with her mostly as well. But the thing with, and I don't know, Mrs. C, if you're black or white, and it doesn't really matter, but when it comes to black people, they think it has to be 100% of what they think. And you will drive yourself crazy, not you, but period. People will drive themselves crazy trying to assimilate to what one or another black person has to say. You got to form your own fucking opinion by however way that you want to do it. And if someone doesn't agree with you, there's this thing that we used to do when I was in high school that's called debate. But people don't know how to debate. They know how to insult. They know how to talk about people, and they know how to blame and shame and say something stupid like you're racist or you're a white supremacist just because they don't look at it the same way that you do. And I do blame fucking a lot of politicians for that support dumb shit like you should be able to be a man in women's sports. That don't even make fucking sense. That's stupid. And then you're going to cry because you lose. That's the shit you're voting for, though. That's the shit that you're voting for, though. And then when it happens to you, then you think somebody's supposed to come to your fucking rescue. Child, please. Not you, Mrs. C. Thank you so much for your support. Shout out to Clue Studio. Thank you, hon. He said nobody is boycotting Django or Harvey Weinstein production. Is it? I feel like most of the movies was probably Harvey Weinstein. Like, I don't know for sure, but sometimes when I watch movies now and I see, it comes up in the beginning credits and it's like, guess they didn't want to get rid of this one. But everybody was on board. Colored, talking about get rid of the Cosby Show and all the Cosby shit. Kiss my ass. No way, no how. Because even though, like I said, you cannot use today's rules and laws on shit that was back in the 60s and 70s and everybody was supposed to know. I'm not saying people should be held against their will and anything happens, right? No way, no how. But it was not a secret what was going on back then. Now, one secret was had. That's why that fucking comedian was talking about it. And that's how it got all regurgitated back up. With regard to Cosby. Everybody knew it. And he wasn't the only one that was doing it. I'm not saying it's right. All I'm saying is that what was going on at the Club 54, Studio 54, whatever the fuck it was called, any of them other places in Hollydale Wood, and even over there at the Playboy Mansion, it wasn't all on the up and fucking up. And at the end of the day, that's probably what was going over there with Diddy. But now in today's time, nobody is held responsible for what the fuck it is that they do and what the fuck it is that they know. Child, keep them people away from me. Shout out to Mrs. C. I'm Black. Okay, the Democrats have lost their minds. For sure, for sure. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. All right, come on, Candy.
Back into the Me Too bottle, and it all begins with Harvey Weinstein. And so I'm really excited about bringing that series forward.
Got you. Before I let you get on out of here, my producers in my issue mispronounced Kamala Harris's name twice. I want to make sure you didn't do that on purpose. You didn't do that on purpose,
I just don't know how. What is it? Is it Kamala or Kamala?
Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris.
That's what I said. I said
it's Cam. Seriously, come on, Stephen A. Now you're pissing me off.
Kamala.
That's right. Well, don't worry about it. It's okay. It's all right. You said Kamala, but don't even worry about it.
Send her to me. She's got an issue.
I got you. Listen, I know you got to go. Thank you for your time. I just want to say one thing to you. I've interviewed a lot of liberals on this show. I'm telling the conservatives they're welcome on the show too. If I'm wrong, correct me. If I'm right, agree with me. I'm not in this game, contrary to what they've been writing about it. I like being fair-minded and giving everybody an equal platform to express themselves. And I appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. I really thank you for it. And you're welcome back on the show anytime. Thank you so much.
I would love to come back. Like I said, this feels so full circle to me from the high five to this. So thank you so much.
Works for me. You take care of yourself. All the best.
All right. Shout out to Candy and Stephen A. Shout out to Earl. He said Cam is at a dance party with Beyonce. Y'all crazy. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, Studio 54. Come on now. And I know there was other studios, child, or whatever you want to call it, that was going on in New York from the East Coast to the left coast, and they was wilding. Michael Jackson, Blair, child, Brooke Shields, who had things happen to her when she was a minor. Blue Lagoon, one of my favorite movies, had ish happening to her when she was a minor. Shit was going on. Good, bad, and indifferent. It was known it was a different fucking time. But everybody is supposed to have known that all this shit was going to happen with Me Too and whatever the hell else was supposed to happen. And we were supposed to know, right? Well, whatever. But shout out to Stephen A., who at least is trying to hear someone else's point of view, unlike others who just want to say, it is what it is, and not going to listen to anything else. Listen to blogs and listen to any of these people that are just saying any old thing just because they're Black, child. Listen to Roland and who is it? Ben and all the rest of those idiots. DL, Clown Hughley. Just because they say it must be true, right? Look into nothing. Everything is racist. Nothing is right. It's not fair. Yo, the Viper Room. Shout out to you. Ain't that like around Mulholland or something like that? That was a thing as well. I remember that. A couple white people died up in the Viper Room, if I'm not mistaken. Child, shit was going on back then. People knew. Just like people knew what was going on with fucking Diddy. I don't care what they say. And they willingly went knowing, because people wanted to party, especially those daggone famous people. Michael Jackson was definitely in Studio 54. Donna Summer, she was the queen of disco. She was everywhere. And I'm just saying that, I don't know that she was doing anything. I'm just saying because she was a disco queen and everybody was playing her songs and everything, her music and everything was everywhere. I don't know what Gary Coleman did, but he was out there. It was a lot of them that was out there. River Phoenix, that's exactly who it is. Thank you so much. But yeah, it like all this, you're supposed to have known, and everything was supposed to be everything, and it's, Bill Cosby should have known, and I guess Harvey Weinstein should have known. And here's the thing about a lot of those people, in my opinion, okay? They certainly went back because whatever it is that they needed, their career, their singing, their acting was more important than their fucking safety. My opinion. Because that Constantine girl allegedly went back after the alleged incident happened. How the hell are you going back? Why the hell are you going back? You don't know. All right, whatever y'all say, child. And why are y'all going to people's homes to audition? Why is it that with R. Kelly, excuse me, those parents didn't go with their kids. They just dropped them off with R. fucking Kelly. But we just supposed to, it's all R. Kelly's fault. And I'm not saying R. Kelly is an innocent, because child, like I said, I seen the video, okay? But lest we not act like we didn't know, and people didn't know, and people weren't going to him still. Hell, we see people going after Luigi Mangione. We seen the man what he did on fucking tape, allegedly. They still try and get with that damn man. But women are innocent, child. Don't forget that. They do no wrong. You can't tell nobody nothing. All right, y'all wrong. You crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. But child, anyway. For R. Kelly, they definitely did. But some of those kids, if you watch that documentary, which for some reason they just overlooked it, the one girl said, I went down there because I wanted to get his attention. There's a couple of them that said that. I wanted to. They were adults talking about, yeah, I went to him. I knew who he was. La, 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 la. What the fuck is going on right now? What? Am I not hearing the same thing? You willingly participated in this shit, which enough people willingly participated with Diddy. I'm not saying that he didn't have no stuff in the drinks, you know, but I'm just saying there's enough people that participated. I'm going to just say and leave it at that. All right. Yes. Money over morals. Exactly. Yeah. Johnny Depp was there when River Phoenix died. Johnny Depp has had substance abuse issues as well. There's a lot of white people who really had a lot of substance abuse issues back in the 80s and 90s. A lot of them. That was their thing. They was getting down on the floor. Okay. I don't remember their names, but as you're saying them, Johnny Depp was out there too. A lot of them kids, just younger kids, taken advantage of. Well, let me not say taken advantage of, but they weren't attended to. That's where I think the real problem is that they weren't tended to. Meaning, I feel like their parents just dropped them the fuck off. How the hell do you get to spend the night with Michael fucking Jackson, y'all? Bueller? How in the hell do you get to spend the night at Michael Jackson's house and sleep in his bed? Where the fuck were their parents? There wasn't no Ubers and Lyfts? Wasn't no Ubers and Lyfts? How'd they get there? At such a young age. Nobody ever wanted to talk about that shit, right? Charlie Sheen, I like Charlie Sheen. I don't care. I like Charlie Sheen. His whole family was something else. Corey Haim, yes, that's another one. I'm not sure about Keith Sutherland, but it would make sense. He was in that age range. Drew Barrymore for sure. She looked a mess. Oh, she was looking a mess. Earl said coke was just a slap on the wrist back then. Maybe that's what it was. Probably because it was a white people, but they was getting down. Emilio Estevez, exactly. 80s people. Yup, the Brat Pack. Abso-damn-lutely. Poor Macaulay. Yeah, we didn't realize what Tiger Blood meant when he was out here saying that. But that's why I'm like, with all these people out here just randomly having kids, we act like HIV ain't a thing no more, right? Charlie Sheen got HIV. He out here talking about, I got Tiger Blood. I guess he was trying to say that I'm gonna be here, even though he had HIV. He wasn't trying to tell nobody then. Then he finally told somebody. Robert Downey Jr., another one. The white people were white people in. Shout out to the white people out there being degenerates. I don't believe that Michael Jackson was doing anything to kids. No one will ever make me believe that. Never, ever, never, no way. I don't care what those people said. Oh, Johnny Depp owned the Viper Room? Okay. I don't remember. Yes, Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen are brothers. What's the father's name? Is he still alive? I forget his name. But yeah. Coke was cool before crack. So anyway, y'all. I know you're not talking about OJ. Reaper, I know you're not talking about OJ. Shout out to OJ. Rest in peace to OJ. I'm not saying he did it, but I think he might know who did it. Allegedly. I'm saying, that's all I'm saying. How come ain't nobody talking about that dude that did all that to the people from the Disney show? That fat white man. How come ain't nobody doing nothing about him? He's just out here living his best life. He ain't gonna die, and everybody gonna be like, oh, remember what he did? Allegedly. I forget Dan Schneider, allegedly. All the stuff he did. Oh, Drew was back doing, there's some pictures of Drew Barry, because she was in Poltergeist. There's some pictures of her when she was very, very young. There was a lot of things that was happening to a lot of these white kids. They was doing a lot. They was doing a lot. Anyway. All right, y'all. We're going on almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. I appreciate y'all. I got to get to Dollar General. Y'all already know. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Thank you for the chat. The chat is thebomb.com. Best chat on daggone YouTube. Shout out to everyone that donated today. I see you. I appreciate you. Shout out to my final cuss count is infinity. Was it that bad? My bad, child. My bad. I'll do better tomorrow. Glad Legend wasn't here to give me a hard time about ranting. Shout out to y'all. It is almost 4 o'clock EST. Whatever y'all do, have a good old time doing it. Enjoy your daggone day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We're back tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST. Be there or be square. I appreciate you. What are we going to go out on? Let's see. Let's do our favorite. I see you all in the next one.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, 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 they're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, dog. Millions and millions of dogs eating the dog, they're eating the dog, 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 they're eating the dog, eating the dog, they're eating the dog, dog, and it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat, eating the cat, eating the cat.